It's full of food, baby girl. Get him. Oh no, are you all okay? Yep, you're fine. Oh my gosh, this is a genius purchase, Heather. Absolutely genius. Oh my gosh, I was just gonna wiggle it for her. Money, are you gonna get it? Oh, the Money's gonna enjoy it too, huh? Good girl, Mun Bun. Good girl, Money. Good girl, Mamash. Oh, you're such a good girl. She's like, I see the kitty doing that. It looks fun. Skitcha Mun Bun. Skitcha Money. Skitcha Money. Money Bunny. Get him, Money. Look at that baby watching his mama. Or her mama. Oh! Get him, Money. Good girl. I'm not patronizing you. Come on, don't stop. Get him, Money. Get him, Mamash. What a good mama you are. She was not playing with the kittens like this before there was only one kitten. Now that there's only one kitten, she's really having a good time with her. They're best friends. So cute. Easy, Money, easy. Selkie used to be too rough with the babies too. Good girl, Mama. I need to pull out those buttons. I've got the animal talking buttons. I bought them like a while back. I want to get the kitten trained on those things. Get him, baby. Oh, Money, you're such a good mama. She's such a good mama. I'll be right back. Hold on. What a good mama. What a good mama is. Oh, she's so brave. Dude, I can't believe this thing worked. Like, she has never used these towers, ever. She's never played with them. She's never scratched on them. Nothing. Her mom, neither. I could never get them to use them. But the kitten is so little, I figured maybe it would work. It has worked. How great is that? And now Money is enjoying it. That makes me such a happy mommy. Is she gonna get it? That's Mama and that's Baby. That's Money and that's Sookie. Look at how pretty that pattern is. Jesus Christ. They're so beautiful. I am lucky. Did you, Mamash? Uh-oh, what happened to your plate? What are you doing, little one? I love you. This is her favorite food. She's finally happy with the meal. Get him. Good girl. Good girl. Attack cats. Trained attack cats. Money, are you gonna... Oh, she's like moving it with her finger. Oh, yes, for sure. 100%. But you know what? People were literally... I had to turn people away She has a reputation in town of being an amazing hunter. We live in a relatively small town. Like, there's maybe 800, I don't know, less than me. I don't know. There's not very many people here, like 500 to 1,000 maybe. I'm probably like being really, you know, adding a lot more numbers to it than there is. But we live in a really small town, and I had to turn people away because she was in demand. Sookie, yes, but she doesn't have to be spayed for another 6 months. Well, 4 months now. Look at that pretty pattern. My God, she's just so pretty. Her dots and stuff are just so beautiful. Look at those beautiful girls. I can't believe it worked. Like, she literally like wore herself out. Yeah, she's a youngin'. She's literally 9 weeks old as of today. Enjoying some fresh water? She's so cute. It's painful. Alright, so I have to vacuum. So I'm going to put her in the kennel with her new toy that I just got her. So let's see that. I got her more toys because I'm a good mommy. It like rolls around and stuff. Ooh, it makes your favorite sound. Come here. I have to vacuum the cat litter because I am replacing it all. What the hell? Money, I got a vacuum. You're not going to like this very much. What the hell? Alright. Watch out, Mama. No, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Money, you're going the wrong way, dude. You're going the wrong way, Mama. Garbage bag. This is a huge fucking litter mess from all these kittens and my fucking messy girl. But I got this bitch. We're putting this thing back together so they can't just spray litter everywhere. Money, watch out. Oh. Get out of there. We're about to get really scared. Good girl. Good girl. Go, go, go. Go. Do not scratch that back. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Money, Elizabeth. God, I fucking hate cat litter. She usually goes outside. Now she's going inside because the babies are going inside. Oh, motherfucker. Good girl, go hide. There's literally so much litter. Are you kidding me? God fucking damn it! Ugh! And I just stepped on my own fucking hair. So fucking retarded. Okay. Let's try this again. I fucking hate cat litter. Motherfucker! Double bag that shit. Okay. Progress. Okay, where's the kitty here? itched my finger. Alright, what was I doing next? Got that done. You ready to come out and check out the new litter box, baby? Come on. Stop! Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Girl! Stop! It's the fucking girl! Stop! It's the litter box! See? Go potty. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Open the door. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Show her, Money, how to use it. Show her how to use it, Money. Come on. There you go. Go check it out, Money. Did you go potty? Good job. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go potty. Go potty, Money. Go inside. Ugh. It's 1,000 degrees. Ooh, super lightheaded. Let's get some air going. Did you chew through this fucking wire? You bitch! Oh wait, no. I have the power disconnected. I forgot. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yay. That's the most inconvenient spot you could lay right now, Mama. Yeah, but keep hitting things. Jesus, man, I am exhausted. My chest pain and stuff going on. I like really have to be fucking careful about overdoing it. And being mindful of the heat. And I've been experiencing both of those things here in the last couple days pretty intensely. I'm fucking over it. Where's the bottom? Top bottom. could be moved. Stop stepping on my hair. That'd be fucking great. Girl, are you trying to get hurt? Let me fix this for you, please. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Ow! What is it with me pinching my fucking fingers all the time? Woo, it's hot. Air circle lighting. Oh yeah. Much better. Instantly better. Instantly cooler over here. Holy cow, it's fucking hot. Now I have to get rid of the disgusting litter. Tore up my money last night, dude. My actual cash dollars. I came out in here in the kitchen just for like some random, just, I don't know, I should go to the kitchen and like do things real quick, like grab a water, go pee, you know, a couple of things. And I just happened to see that my dog had $1 bill on the floor, and I was like, what the fuck? So I started looking closer, and I realized he didn't just have $1 bill, he had all of my money, all of it. And he was chewing on it, and he had only actually destroyed a $100 bill, though. I mean, a $1 bill, sorry. So that was fun. Okay. Some more laundry to deal with. And groceries. Got another toy for the baby. Do you hear the tink tinkle? And you know that something's coming? Don't try to climb that. I'm going. Oh. Cool. The kitty can play with herself. So cute. Alright. Their water is turned back on. Overheating. I guess I'm going to have to wait till next week to fully overhaul my house. Lame. It's okay. This is so lame. Are you fully dranked up, my girl? Yep, that was a lot of water that she drank. Okay. This shit I'll deal with tomorrow after work. Oh, my groceries. Yeah. So fucking tired. Yeah, I'm coming. Are you ready to come inside? Hmm? Are you ready? Come on. Come inside. Let's go. There you go, buddy. I'm not bringing any waters in the house with me. The hell's wrong with you? Damn it to hell. It's pretty sad. Alright. What do I need to do now? Go get water, I guess. I don't really like the THC infused things. I like weed brownies, but I don't like the seltzers and the syrup. Go eat. Get Orly's food. Bet you when I go back, he's trying to sneak eat in the cat's kibble. Damn, man. I don't think I got myself anything sweet. What am I supposed to do now? Are you motherfucking kidding me, bro? Put your ass back in there. All these water bottles are full, trying to just avalanche the fuck out. freaking flip-flops. My foot just went totally to the side of my shoe. Are you guys staring at each other? Oh, my house smells so good, dude. Clean bed sheets. Good boy, Orly. Yeah, you want some more food too, I presume? There you go, Mun Bun. They really like that fancy feast. Money's favorite is the seafood blend or whatever the heck. Stop. Get your liquid IV. Turn the lights on. God, my bed just makes my whole house like feel different. Just the smell of like a clean bed sheet and like, oh, it's so beautiful and nice and I love it. And now I have this little couchy area on my bed. I like that. Oh, let me guess, Orly. I sat down. Now you want to beg for the cat food. Do not start, dog. Do not start, dog. No. What app am I on? Whatever it can get caught on, it will. fucking damn it, dude. My bracelet got caught on some thing and ripped my entire strip of lights down. All the magnets fell, 2 of them are lost. If it can get hooked up on something, it will. Yum.
Is a criminal that may or looks like this. President Trump dropping receipts on Adam Schiff. We'll explain exactly what this is. Proof, in fact, that Adam Schiff is a criminal that may well be going to prison for a long time. Adam Schiff is a thief. He should be prosecuted, just like they tried to prosecute me and everybody else. The only difference is that we were totally innocent, and it was all a giant hoax. Okay, let's explain what this is. It's an affidavit for Adam Schiff's deed for his primary residence in the state of Maryland. Isn't he a California senator? That doesn't make any sense. How does he have a primary residence in Maryland? Well, let's go ahead and look, shall we? Schiff is falsely claiming the president has an issue with him owning more than one home. The issue is that he declared both homes as primary residences in order to get tax breaks and in order to get better mortgage rates. Something, of course, you can't do because most likely you don't own a bunch of homes. You're not a multi-millionaire senator, but ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and pry, shall we? President Trump has unloaded on Adam Schiff, committing mortgage fraud. In 2011, Schiff made an oath that Maryland was his principal residence, but he was actually living in California full-time, serving as a representative. Schiff is in major legal trouble. The way that this works, here's, by the way, the proof of the document, the notary and everything. The way that this works is that wherever your primary residence is, you're able to get better mortgage rates, tax breaks. You're able to, depending on the state, get a ton of goodies, right, in order to have your primary residence be in that state.
Orly!
This is how states bring residents.
Get out of that!
The number of residents you have in your state, and the more members of Congress you
have,
have,
money?
more federal funds you get, so on and so forth. States have goodie bags for primary residents, right? States want more residents. Every state wants more residents, and so on and so forth. You understand how the system works. Adam Schiff, however, has a very long history of actually scamming this system, and is totally patently illegal, as you can well imagine. Timeline of scam artist Adam Schiff's mortgage fraud allegations stretching back years. The president calls him out and just called him out by name and with the documents. Longtime President Trump political opponent Adam Schiff was referred to the Department of Justice to face criminal prosecution over mortgage fraud that stretches back years. Schiff, who was elected to the Senate in 2024, election cycle followed decades of housing lawmaker, is under scrutiny of the federal housing finance Administration agency sent a letter to the Department of Justice in May sounding the alarm that in multiple instances Schiff falsified bank documents and property records to acquire more favorable loan terms, impacting payments from 2003 to 2019 for a Potomac, Maryland-based property. This is an independent federal agency that oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and federal loan system. This week, Trump publicly lambasted Schiff over the alleged mortgage fraud while Fannie Mae's financial crimes investigation included Monday in a letter that Schiff engaged in a sustained pattern of possible occupancy misrepresentation by loans from the federal government. On Fox News Digital. This is obviously really bad, and it can wind you up in prison for a very long time. You're not allowed to lie to the federal government. You can see here this extensive timeline from 2003, 2009, 2009, 2017, 2020, 2022, 2023, 2024. And you have to file all this paperwork all the way through to today. This is, again, something that can land you in prison for quite a while. You're not allowed to do this. Donald Trump is obviously seizing on this opportunity in order to destroy somebody who
Are you serious?
Well, very much deserves it. You may be asking, was it a mistake? That defense collapses once you follow the ink. In 2013, Schiff refinanced his Maryland house 4 separate times, each time checking the bond, saying that it was his primary or principal residence. They have undead rights. President Trump's Truth Post this morning is accurate, as the Crimes Division concluded that Mr. Schiff has engaged in a sustained pattern of defrauding the federal government. This is President Trump's truth here. I've always suspected that Adam Schiff was a scam artist. Now I learned from Fannie Mae's Crimes Division that Adam Schiff engaged in a sustained pattern of mortgage fraud. Adam Schiff's primary residence in Maryland, cheaper mortgage rate when he lived in California.
Man, when they subpoena his devices, he's in big trouble.
The fraud began to surface his Maryland property and continued all the way. Multiple transactions. Every single transaction, of course, is its own crime. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Stephen Miller accurately describing Adam Schiff and explaining, just burying the guy. Here you go.
Adam Schiff is not only a stone-cold, hopeless loser, but he is one of the most corrupt, one of the most shameful, one of the most heinous individuals ever to serve in public office in America. And everything he's devoted his life to has been debunked, discredited, and discarded. He literally represents the face of failure. His sole achievement in life was fighting a losing war against Donald Trump, and now President Trump is in the White House, and Adam Schiff is the leader of a dying and dethroned movement. It really is amazing. Think about what the Democrat Party is fighting against. What are they trying to stop President Trump from doing? They're trying to stop him from sending rapists out of the country. They're trying to stop him from
technically trying to stop him from turning it into a police state,
They're trying to stop
which is what they're doing with this whole ICE thing, is they're desensitizing us to military control.
They're trying to stop him from firing bureaucrats who literally do nothing at all but suck up resources and money. And of course, they're trying to make him have troops that are men in dresses pretending to be women. Oh, and of course, men in women's sports and men in women's private spaces. That's the agenda of the Democrat Party. Kill the golden age, make everyone crazy, suck all the joy and all the happiness out of our lives, and let a bunch of illegal alien rapists and criminals have their way with the country. That's literally the agenda of the Democrat Party, Jason.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's a Fox News breakdown of all of the crimes that Adam Schiff is alleged of. It's the F around, find out time. F around us sometimes, find out sometimes.
Senator Adam Schiff of mortgage fraud.
Senior White House correspondent Peter Ducey joins us with more. Peter.
Good morning, and when you're the president, a lot of very interesting stuff crosses your desk in the course of a day, and the most interesting thing that President Trump has seen, based on his Truth Social this week, is the mortgage history of Adam Schiff. He thinks that the California senator has committed mortgage fraud, and part of the president's argument is this: I've always suspected Shifty Adam Schiff was a scam artist. Adam Schiff said that his primary residence was in Maryland to get a cheaper mortgage and rip off America, when he must live in California because he was a congressman from California. And here's a quick refresher about President Trump's beef with Schiff.
He is using the department as both sword and shield, acting like a convicted felon because he is a convicted felon. The Trump administration is corrupt. No one, not even a president, is above the law.
Well, now the California lawmaker who spends a lot of time in Maryland is responding.
So the president today is accusing me of fraud, and the basis of his accusation is that I own a home in Maryland and I own a home in California. Big surprise. Members of Congress, almost all of them own more than one home or rent more than one home because we're required to be on both coasts. So he is using my ownership of two homes to make a false claim of mortgage fraud.
The president wants stiff penalties here, so we had a chance to ask, how stiff?
I'd love to see him brought to justice. I think, I'll tell you what, I think Adam Schiff is one of the lowest of the low. I would love to see him brought to justice. He is a dishonest, crooked guy. I don't know about the individual charge, if that even happens, but Adam Schiff is a serious lowlife.
The New York Post first reported that Schiff barely spent any time in California because he was always at this Maryland house 3 years ago. Back to you.
Yeah, so I guess one of the things was that they said that they listed as his primary residence, Peter, that was it? And you can't do that?
Yes, and the longer version of President Trump's Truth Social is very, very detailed. The specific dates that certain things certain boxes were checked on mortgage applications. But yes, the president is accusing Schiff of saying that Maryland was his primary residence when he was running to represent California, which the president thinks.
Remember the same thing happened here in New York. Letitia James, our AG, she was accused of doing the same thing. A residence in Virginia, and she allegedly was claiming that as her primary residence. Yet she was the AG here.
And we have no idea what's going to happen with this, but at a minimum, President Trump elevating this is going to mean a lot of paperwork probably for Adam Schiff over the next couple weeks or months.
What a shame.
For sure. Like between being class president and farting hardcore legs out of your hand, the girls are gonna come running.
Go lay down.
So we've all seen Spider-Man, right?
She's not gonna hurt you if you just walk by.
You know and adore the beloved character of Peter Parker. You know, the regular nerdy teen who gets bitten by a radioactive spider and as a result gets these spider-related abilities and amazing powers that he then uses to help people and save the world and stuff. He shoots cool webs from his wrists and stuff. We love it. And as fans of Spider-Man, we have all asked ourselves, what if, instead of being bitten by a radioactive spider, he had been bitten by a radioactive ham sandwich? It's a common question Spider-Man fans ask themselves. Well, I have good news.
Worley! Go lay down!
Because such a hero exists, and his name is Food. I made the point about the ham sandwich thing, but this is a real movie about a kid who shoots food out of his hand called The Adventures of Food. Released in 2008.
Keep doing that. She's gonna get mad and fuck you up. If you just walk by, it's fine. Go. 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 It's okay. Go.
Appear is a strong word. Like
Money, come here.
Come
here, Money. You want a treat, mamas?
Sometimes he's clearly already holding the food in his hand and he just drops it on the plate. And sometimes he just throws it at his friends and teachers when he's out of frame. That would be like a more accurate description, but the idea is that it's a superpower where his hands produce food. Think cloudy with a chance of meatballs, but like instead of clouds, it's sweaty palms with a chance of peanut butter or pastrami or jam. Oh. seed hall pass, oddly placed outlet, fish smoothie, sport bar, and the guy from High School Musical. No one knows real names. So guys, bust out the baloney and let's talk about the adventures of food porn. But first, a word from our delicious sponsor. Hey guys, do you love coffee? You just feel like it's too much work. You know, you gotta take a filter out, you gotta scoop it into the filter, wait for it to percolate. Well, boy, do I have some great news for you today. Today's video is brought to you by Commentator Coffee. Oh, forget what you know about coffee, okay? Because Commentator is a totally new format of drinking coffee, and it is so good. Commentator is flash frozen to preserve freshness in these little capsules. So Commentator delivers monthly shipments of this delicious flash frozen coffee right to your door. You can customize your boxes to your roast preference, light, medium, dark, decaf, etc., and you get new roasts every month. Personally, what I loved about it the most was that it was very convenient and super quick. You can drink it hot or iced. I am an iced coffee gal, so what you do is you run the capsule under hot water, or you can like thaw it out in the fridge the night before. Fill a glass up with ice. You can fill it up with water if you like your coffee black, or in my case, I did oat milk and made like an oat milk latte. Open the capsule, pour it in, and it was literally divine. Oh, it's good. I didn't expect it to be that good. The hot coffee was super simple too. You just drop the frozen puck into like a mug or a glass, or 6 to 8 ounces of hot water. You can add whatever creamer you like. I did oat milk and some like coconut sugar. It's spectacular. The best way I could describe the taste from both of them is that it had a smoothness to it. I felt like I was a coffee connoisseur, a barista, a coffee snob, if you will. The price adds up to be about $1 a cup, which saves you money without sacrificing the quality at all. And for a very limited time, Commentator is offering 50% off your first order, plus free shipping if you order through my link today. All you coffee drinkers out there are gonna love this. In fact, the reason I wanted to work with this brand is because of this guy back here. Where is he? He's like the coffee guy here, and he said 100% yes to this brand.
Sure did.
Thank you so much to Commentator for supporting the channel and sponsoring a portion of today's video. And now back to the show. Hey kids, we're back. And today's lunch menu is chicken patty on bun. So the movie starts off with your typical high school guy, Ezra, who wakes up at exactly 8 or 7, as most teenage guys do. So he gets to school, he's late for class, he's always 100% of the time late for class, and he immediately gets bullied by the school bully, who is at least 34 years old.
Can I go to the bathroom, Mr. Lund? It's like you already did.
I mean, thank God he has that megaphone, right? How else would Ezra have heard it in that classroom? It's so wild. Almost as wild as this toilet seat hall pass. You want to go to the bathroom at this school, you get to touch other kids' butt germs. And that's not counting the ones in the bathroom stall. So later on at lunch, we meet some more super dynamic characters. We got Shelby, the love interest, Dylan, the best friend, and this guy, I think his name is Joel. And we get our first occurrence of Nast. Ezra's friends make this concoction of like raisins, Sunny D, mustard, and God knows what else. And Ezra sits there and eats all of it for a total of about $2.
I think I'm gonna take that challenge.
That's what it's worth to him.
Just don't spew. We get our money back. You cute.
Yeah, we all get our 11 cents back. And I get my raisins back too.
Impressive.
Yeah, Shelby she's a very dynamic, so just be prepared. Meanwhile, bully Garrett, he's bullying again. He like lightly taps this kid with his shoulder, which causes him to ever so gently fall. His facial expression just never changed. He was just like... So Ezra suddenly decides, like, he's had enough of Gary. Somebody needs to stand up to Gary, you know? Because Gary has been the class president several years in a row, and it's someone else's turn.
I now announce my candidacy to run against Garrett for junior class president.
So your friends aren't supportive, okay? Big deal. I'm sure your family would be. I was wrong. Okay, so this is Dad and Grandma who he lives with. Grandma makes super good dinners.
They're French cut, frozen green beans. I steamed them, seasoned them, and then I froze them.
Oh, weird Grandma. I wonder what Ezra thinks about
I
her.
was thinking last night about my grandma and her long, boring, Pathetic crap.
Mystery solved, I guess.
Justine's pretty much. She is the best looking girl in our class.
And she's only like 36, which is a huge bonus. So Ezra stands up in the middle of the class to announce that he is running for junior class president,
Come by my lunch table during lunch.
as opposed to during breakfast.
If you want to see what this year could be like.
See what this year could be like. So he's going to demonstrate some sort of like presidential skill, right? Something to assure the student body that he has what it takes to lead them. Let's see what he does. Gross. Good thing he sanitized his hands for a weirdly long time beforehand. There's actually so much about hands in this movie. There's hand washing, hand smelling, hand sanitizing, hands just pooping out tons of bread, ham. I don't know, I think maybe the director had a thing for hands. Here comes the janitor at a weirdly high up camera angle. He's gonna clean up the puke.
Your next junior class president, Ezra Chase. I'm okay.
Oh, good job. Good job, Butch. Wring out all the puke that you just cleaned up. I like how he walks off like he's in search of something to dry his hands off with. Like, ew, anybody got a hand towel?
Yeah, it's a little dramatic when it starts to pour out of your nose like that.
Yeah.
You know, people like you because of who you are, not because you have some title.
And not because you like eat disgusting concoctions and then puke all over the cafeteria. So Ezra is in full-blown campaign mode. He really wants to become a student body president because he will look good on a college application or something. So he continues to demonstrate his presidential skills. But old guy is Gregor. He is the big man on campus. Yeah, so it turns out that even though people were into his milk puking or like his fish food and chugging, they are super into his floppy meat. Everybody that is except she's still mad. Still smells like mustard. Hold up. Bradley got suspended for 2 days after the mustard thing, so that means Butch has a shower. After the mustard incident. So he gets called into the principal's office where he gets rewarded for his mustard squirting fiasco.
So we're offering him a way to settle the entire thing.
Everyone, our junior class vice president.
Seriously? Kids squirted mustard all over the bathroom and launched ham in people's faces and made poor Butchie smell like a sandwich, but he, the city vice president? I don't know, Principal Hicks. There's something kind of fishy about that.
I don't care.
For real, why does she have like 17 fishes? So Grandma tells Ezra, Edward.
Ooh, those are
Edward, that the more
strong.
people you tell about your gift, the less flavor the food has. She gives this example of this chef many moons ago in Uruguay who had the gift, but unfortunately he told too many people. So all of his hand soup just
Gonna
started
kick my
coming out
ass.
of water. And the story is just, it's a little chaotic. It's a little violent.
So good. It's the best brownie I've ever had.
We're gonna mess up this beautiful pink bird.
It's just a little herby taste.
Is that Butch? Is that Butch in a wig?
Just barely, though.
Come back, we get to the real meat
It's delicious.
of the story. Dumbest
The softest, most perfect texture. It's not goopy.
We're back. And Bradley and Shelby.
It feels properly baked. Oh, guys, check it out.
Okay,
I'm
is this
done.
the fourth or the fifth time he throws up in this movie?
I've never seen a grown man in my life throw up as much as yours, dude.
I guess I better get going now. Really hungry.
Mine's
Where did that look in sound like he pulled that one little nowhere?
Smell really bad.
Shelby, if you had to describe it, would you say the smell is because he ran home from school?
Isn't that
and
cute?
or is it the hands?
I can't believe how much you are sweating.
Why is Shelby doing anything smelling the boy she likes?
It's perfect.
What Bradley would have said to me if I didn't smell that. You smell super bad. It's the
I love it so much.
No, it doesn't. It still smells like someone
I want to make more of these. I'm going to make another one in cotton. I'm gonna do it in the cream, like green color, creamy green and blue. I literally love this so much. I'm gonna use it.
And then they introduced Ezra, who is gonna be a magic trick.
Bag we can use to transfer what?
That was not my editing, by the way. Nobody clapped for him, which is very confusing because I thought he was Mr. Popular now. That's what does it for you guys? An air clutch? I'm so confused. So
I just need to like sew in my ends.
Everybody, which they of course love. And it scores them an invite to Justine, your cool girl Justine. She invites them to her party.
What do you mean, Adam?
And it also makes Butch pretty teal. I sure hope that Butch gets some sort of recognition at the end of this movie. Also, it's important for you guys to know his name. It's actually Butch. So it's party time, which is Steve's creation. Also, so Shelby was like, two guys because
What the fuck?
wait, what's called
They accidentally didn't dye it properly. That's not right. Okay, so I'll be having to take that back.
This is your first outlet? This whole party scene
So much for that.
pure trash. Oh, sorry, Gary. We're going to have to bring out a high school party into this off-net Christmas Eve.
And I think I have pretty much this exact same color brown.
Why are you guys partying? You want to do the boneless Wednesdays?
Yeah, I found some sweet tea. That same color, but I feel like there's enough color change action that it would just be like, okay.
My best friend made golf captain. There's my dude on that. And so yeah, just stay focused.
It's time for the next phase of the trip.
Because Vernon makes me to practice and to society. Because so far he's done nothing for anyone else in the just the best there. 8 million years has the last president helped solve our crisis. So this guy who took my question also has his own I think and he also knows all about the food campaigns.
I know about you.
I thought if you told the secret, then you would ruin the flavor.
Sarcasm necessarily. It's promising.
I guess that's something to do with this.
Writers who's alone you just missed her like, okay, look over there.
On the 59th day of championship power, the losers.
This movie has the most obvious specific most departments supposed to feel like something is all first thing.
You're supposed to try to figure this out on your own for the first 3 days. Turn to page 590.
On the 59th day,
My brain can't take it. I'm almost as confused as Ezra is about what he's eating.
This is really good.
Like, really? I can smell things in the burger. It's a deep plus those Latin taste because it's really ingredients are supposed to actually the best food system.
How pretty. So neat. This isn't even like one of the prettiest ones. Sometimes you can see like straight through all the holes. Just a good amount of blue in the middle. I wanted to start with blue, so yay.
So you guys, it's just so the movie draws to a sober Alki close with Bradford and Shelby kissing, then wrestling, and then Ezra telling her that she stinks.
You really need to take a shower.
All right. Oops. So there you have it, kids. The world's worst superhero. So I couldn't find the budget anywhere. I looked, I promise, but we do have some reviews. There's a good one entitled Better Than Endgame. This movie has enthralling character development and storytelling, plus that major twist at the end was amazing. Yeah, that big twist, you know?
Sarcasm this early. It's promising.
There was no twist.
Road trip, we're on our way to the Resistance. I've been knocking back cruise booze and having a good time. I don't need a bumper sticker to honk if I'm horny, if you know what I mean. Now we're just having some fun. It almost makes you forget that we're trying to solve a brutal, unfortunate murder. Hong Kong!
Previously, a chocolate chip in connection to the murder of Prague Snarbo led Deputy Switch Bruckett to Deepton O maximum security prison. There, Geggy Berlant, a criminal cookie expert, spoke to a rumor that the Tooth Cartel has a Glurin making chocolate chip cookies. After hitting a dead end and making contact with the cartel, Bruckett luckily runs into Tiggy Skibbles, who offered another path forward, one that will lead them both to the Resistance to finally answer who murdered Prague Snarbo. The case continues, only on The Cop Files. Puddlecorn Memorial Highway. Deputy Bruckett and Tiggy Skibbles head to meet with the Resistance.
Yeah, so Tiggy and I are on the road. Hoping we get some answers from the Resistance, and I can get back to West Deedle by tomorrow night for my anointment to sheriff under the piss moon. Gotta say, I didn't think it would be this tough, riding in the car with Tiggy for so long.
Can I drive? And I promise I haven't done any drugs since I just asked you that question.
I'm not letting you drive. You fall asleep like every 10 minutes.
That's only because I've been drinking, but driving sobers me up.
Oh, Tiggy.
Fine, but I get to hold your gun.
This isn't a negotiation.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be if I had a gun.
You ain't getting my gun.
Come on, I just want to do something. I want to be helpful.
Tiggy, we need to focus. We should be going over the case details.
Hey, you want to listen to my podcast? We can put on the episode I did with your dad.
Well, I'm glad my dad will talk to at least one person in this car. I'll have to pass. He ever mention me?
No, he didn't. He was pretty occupied filling his lungs with silly sort. You really think becoming sheriff will change things?
I want him to be proud. To know I could be a hero like my mama was. To know that we Prucketts was accomplished and can still be. I mean, if that doesn't work, then I'm flown out of ideas on how to connect with him.
You could smoke dirt together. He seemed to really like that.
I think I'll try my sheriff plan first. We'll know soon enough if it works.
Bruckett will find out sooner than he actually expects, as during a pit stop, he receives an update about his upcoming anointment.
What is it?
That was the department. They said the piss moon is coming early. It'll be tonight. And Tiggy, they said my pa's gonna be at the anointment.
Well, that's pretty much everything you ever wanted.
Yeah. But I can't go.
What are you talking about?
What we are doing here is too important.
Switch, go. If you leave now, you can still make it. I'll get whatever info I can from the Resistance, and we can connect after.
Tiggy, I don't know.
Let me do my part. You've been waiting your whole life for this. Plus, now that I think about it, I don't know if showing up to a Resistance with a cop is a good look.
How would you get to the Resistance hideout?
So I'll hitch a ride. I'll be fine. I do it all the time.
That makes a lot of sense given how much you've been kidnapped. You call me immediately after. We'll meet up in Crumpdale. Thank you for doing this, Tiggy.
Tell your dad I say hello and that he still owes me for some dirt.
Switch heads for his anointment while Tiggy hitches a ride east to New Nemo, where he was told that the Resistance is hiding out in an abandoned ZBC broadcasting station. After several hours on the road, Tiggy is dropped off at the station and he heads inside.
Hello? Is anybody here? I'm interested in Resistance.
It doesn't take long for Tiggy to find who he's looking for.
Who are you? Show yourself. You're the Resistance?
There is no Resistance, Tiggy.
But I received an envelope. I opened mail to be here, and I never open mail.
It was the only way I could draw you out without raising suspicion.
You've just been waiting here for me to show up in this creepy, dark, abandoned building? That's your plan?
It's not that bad of a place. I built a box fort I can show you. It's not finished. There's more I want to do to it.
I don't want to see your fort. Oh, you are so lucky. I almost got a gun earlier myself.
You were difficult the first time we met as well. Erasing your memories was supposed to erase your unrelenting disobedience.
So you're the one that kidnapped me, most recently.
You knew too much. I wanted to kill you then and there, but the monolith said I couldn't. That you were special. Special how? More special than me? I figured if I had just accidentally left you in that cave and you died of starvation, then Guk couldn't be to blame. Tiggy's tummy would be the culprit.
Wait, so you killed Prague?
I shot him in the back, twice. It was rather easy. I should shoot more blood into the back. Don't know why I wasn't doing that the whole time. It's like they don't even see it coming. It's perfect.
So now what? You kill me? What's your precious monolith gonna think about that?
The monolith doesn't know we are here. It thinks the resistance is a real threat. And it will also think that Tiggy ran off and simply got lost in the fog of freedom fighting. It's the first part of my master plan.
Can you just shoot me?
What?
Just shoot me, please.
You don't want to know where all this is going?
Not at all.
You don't want to know who helped me or why we
All
are...
this talking, it's all very anticlimactic.
But I think if you hear it out, you'll actually find that it's very climactic.
So if you could just shoot
This
me
is
and get this
incredibly
over with, I could turn around if you rather.
Close your mouth.
Leave it to a cop to just show up and immediately shoot somebody. Sorry you missed your anointment.
It's all right.
Why'd you come back?
I guess I just realized I was too worried about filling someone else's shoes when I should have been focused on getting comfortable in my own boots. You know what I mean?
Not really. I barely wear shoes. What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. I kind of like Crumptail. Might stick around for a bit. How about you?
Kinda bummed the resistance wasn't a real thing.
Maybe you could make it a real thing.
Maybe I could.
You know, when we were disposing of the body back there, Tiggy, I noticed Guck's monopass was missing. And that's a pretty valuable piece of tech. I mean, it can get you direct access to the monolith.
Interesting. Well, I would have never taken that while you weren't looking, so I could someday break in and learn the truths of our world and shut the monolith down. That'd be nuts.
Right.
You're getting a call.
Speaking to the voicemail. You know what still gets me? If Guck didn't work alone, who was his cookie-making accomplice?
Beats me. I don't know anyone that knows how to make cookies. Wait a minute.
But hey, listen, Ragnora just, finished making some cookies. But hey, listen, Ragnora just, finished making some cookies. Ragnora cookies.
Holy shit.
What is it?
I look so different in my mind's flashbacks.
So a few days ago, I got my iPad out, ready to write a script for the next movie review, which was supposed to be the movie Camp Rock, starring Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers. So I searched my TV, to kind of search across the apps, find out where it was streaming, and I got Camp Rock. But I also got a little extra gift. A little extra people also watched recommendation from my very smart TV. Turns out people who love Camp Rock for its very lazily imagined characters, formulaic plot, cookie cutter pop music, and general blandness also love this movie, Feel the Beat. Feel the Beat is a Netflix original.
And you know what that means.
Released in 2020 with Sophia Carson, who we know and love from Purple Hearts, and no one else.
What does that mean?
There's no one else in the movie that you've heard of. Just kidding, please don't yell at me. Feel the Beat tells the story of April, who, after failing to find success on Broadway, returns to her hometown and is reluctantly recruited to train a misfit group of young dancers for a big competition. And if you think it sounds bad and cliche, just you wait. I can't possibly convey to you how bad it is. It beat out Camp Rock today, if that tells you anything. So put on your shiny aluminum foil looking coats and let's talk about Feel the Beat. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Hey, do you like drinks? Do you like to stay hydrated? You've never had hydration? Like I make hydration, which is basically water, electrolytes, a squeeze of lime, and a little bit of pineapple, cucumber, agua bonita, which you can only find, or at least I can only find, at Thrive Market. Here it is right here, guys. Oh my gosh. I've had a lot of cucumber drinks in my day, okay? I can't always taste the cucumber. This stuff is amazing, and it is yet another thing that I really can only find at Thrive Market, and even if I were to find it somewhere else, it would not be as cheap as Thrive Market. So thank you, Thrive Market, for sponsoring a portion of today's video, and let's talk about this. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store that is on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everybody. They guarantee savings on every order. That is the thing, you guys. Healthy food is very expensive. I can walk my little butt into you-know-where and buy 5 things and spend like $100. Discovering Thrive Market has been a game changer for me. They have a couple different memberships. You could do like a month-to-month membership for $12 a month, or you can do what I do, which is get the whole 12-month membership, which averages out to be around $5 a month. $5 a month to get all delicious, healthy, organic, sustainable foods delivered right to your door. You don't have to go anywhere. Need I say more? You will absolutely make your $60 membership money back just in the amount you save. In fact, if you look for products that have the little Thrive Cash badge in the bottom left corner, you actually get Thrive Cash back for that purchase. Yeah. It's that simple. Another favorite feature I have with Thrive Market is that you can filter the catalog of products by diet or lifestyle. You know, if you're vegan, vegetarian, paleo, keto, gluten-free, etc. It is a crime how much extra grocery delivery apps cost you. I was spending an embarrassing amount of money getting my groceries delivered just because I'm that desperate to not go anywhere and interact with people. So this switch was an absolute no-brainer for me. That coupled with the fact that everything is so delicious. This most recent order I got, I was a little bit naughty. Got a lot of snacks, okay?
I'm so bad, but at least I know I'm bad.
I got my staples, like my milked oats oat milk that doesn't have any extra gross ingredients or sugar. I got my decaf cold brew, a rare commodity. Oh my gosh, the skinny dipped, what are they called? The brand is Skinny Dipped. They're like a peanut butter cup, but there's only 2 grams of sugar in the whole thing. I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, I also got the Castile soap. It's either Dr. Bonner's or Dr. Bronner's pure liquid Castile soap. This was a recommendation from another YouTuber who also loves Thrive Market as much as me, and she said not only is the soap amazing for people, but she also cleans her tub with the lemon one. It's not drying, it's not gross, there's not a bunch of chemicals in it. If it comes from Thrive, you can trust it, basically. So guys, if you want to try out Thrive Market, what are you waiting for? Click the link in my description box or visit thrivemarket.com/Jamie French to get 30% off your first order and a free gift valued up to $60. Again, I will have the link in my description box and probably a pinned comment, and you get 30% off of your already very affordable order. Thank you so much, Thrive Market, for being such an awesome company, supporting my channel, and keeping me hydrated with your delicious agua bonita, and for sponsoring a portion of today's video. And now, back to the show. Hey kids, we're back. So Sophia Carson plays the main character, April, who is described, according to the Netflix description, as a self-centered dancer who is, you guessed it, poor and getting evicted. As soon as an envelope slid under her door, Nick goes, "Eviction notice." Predictable. And here she dances her way over to it and then heads out the door where she races against this other woman in the pouring rain for a taxi. Can you imagine trying to take a taxi from an older woman, or literally anyone else, let alone in the rain, after she lost her umbrella?
This is my taxi. This is a matter of life and death.
So let's all high-five each other for hating her character immediately. Ready? So she gets to her audition. She's auditioning for some sort of Broadway show. She totally kills it. Sophia Carson is very multi-talented. She makes it past the first cut, of course, when the lady in charge says,
Ruth Zimmer would like to take a look at you.
and guess who Ruth Zimmer is?
Oh, I'm soaked to the bone. That's horrid. Oh my God. What kind of selfish girl would do that to Ruth Zimmer? She would.
So Ruth Zimmer is some sort of bigwig in the Broadway scene. Wikipedia calls her the sponsor. I don't know what any of that means, but she's important, and she vows, because of the taxi incident,
I will make sure that you are never hired for any show.
On Broadway, off Broadway, or off Broadway.
So April is obviously panicking, and in an attempt to dissuade Miss Zimmer from blacklisting her from Broadway, she accidentally pushes her off stage.
Chorus girl.
So as you guys can see, this movie is top tier realistic, especially the part where the purse falls off the stage like 5 minutes after she falls, but then as she's laying there, you can see her clutching her purse in her hand. Continuity. This would definitely happen, I feel like. A dancer who wanted to be on Broadway probably would grab a Broadway bigwig's hand and not let go until she tumbled off stage.
Just go with me.
So whenever she gets back to her apartment, her friend Deco informs her that one of the other dancers filmed the whole fiasco and posted it to YouTube. I guess they had a phone tucked in their leotard.
Baby girl, you are all over my feet. All over it.
Deco's got a fun laugh. So the video has like 30,000 views over the course of, I think it was 2 hours, uploaded by this YouTube channel called Broadway Dance Fails. And as a YouTuber, it was really fun to sort of see their portrayal of like the YouTube interface, the viewing experience. Like the other two recommended videos just killed me. First there was the Try Not to Laugh challenge uploaded by Diaper Dads. Okay. But then this one, this top 10, or what's it called? Top 10 people getting triggered by a channel called Triggered Out. I feel like the reason it's funny is because it's kind of accurate. I like that the thumbnail was just 3 angry people looking at the camera. Oh, to be a fly on the wall during that photo shoot. So as Ruth Zimmer promised, April's career is over. Her own agent won't even answer her phone calls.
Well, there's gotta be someone who wasn't afraid of her.
No, honey. Everybody's afraid of her.
If everybody knows who this lady is and she's this bigwig in the Broadway scene, why didn't April know what she looked like? So they realize there's one guy, Welly Wong, who she thinks will give her a shot. But with no agent, her only chance to impress him is to take her like boombox that plays cassette tapes and her aluminum foil Xenon Girl with 21st Century jacket and go dance in front of him as he's coming out of a building, which he doesn't see or hear because he has AirPods in. And then she dances herself into some lady's coffee. I too walked directly into street performers while carrying multiple coffees. Why would anyone watch where they were going? I like how the woman just walks off like, oh my god, I just spilled scalding coffee on this girl, like gotta run, gotta get to my job at the gray coat store. I also really loved Welly Wong's conversation he was having on the phone as he was exiting the building. It just was very relevant to exactly what was happening at that moment.
Nicole, you're saying have auditions? I'm telling you I will. We're looking everywhere. We just haven't found our star yet.
What are the odds? He was looking for a star, and instead he got a goof with whipped cream hair.
Oh my god!
Everyone loves hair cream almost as much as everyone loves
toucan stubs. Everybody needs toucan stubs.
So guys, Broadway's out. She has no choice but to go back to her hometown of New Hope, Wisconsin. I hope she got all her stuff out of that apartment because the sign on the door said locks have been changed. Anyway, her hometown is like the most hometowny hometown I've seen in a long time in a movie. April is super bummed to be there. She's like, Dad, I blew it. Such a failure.
You know what would make you feel better? Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese makes me feel better. Why do you think I love this movie so much? Oh my god, she's actually eating a giant block of cheese. It makes my salivary glands uncomfortable. So she runs into this lady, Miss Barb, who I guess is her old dance coach or cheerleading coach. I guess it's her dance coach. And she invites April to come on by the studio, say hi to the students, and April's like, oh, I'm busy that day. My dad is sick.
Who's sick?
You can tell this was shot before the panty because Frank openly claims to be sick in a store, and no one bats an eye that he's out in public anyway.
You know where the studio is.
So she goes to the studio, and her old coach is so like over the top and over explaining and insufferable.
I know I only taught you for 8 years, 3 months, and 22 days before you ended up studying in Milwaukee for real, but...
They reminded me of that weird guy from Dude, Where's My Car?
You know, I've been in this cage for about 3 years, 5 months, and 17 days, but who's counting?
So, long story way too long, Miss Barb asks April to teach a class or 3 while she's in town and help her students prepare for this upcoming dance competition. A competition that has a unique category called
the teacher feature,
where the teacher gets to perform with the students. Imagine that. And April is as cold and uninterested as I want to be sometimes when people ask me to do anything.
Yeah, let me get that.
But of course, I would never show on my face, you know? But her character is she just has no care in the world about being an ice queen. I mean, truly so freaking mean to these adorable kids who are so excited to meet, like, this local celebrity who made it to Broadway.
How old were you when you started dancing? She's deaf.
Can you imagine you meet a little deaf child and just audibly be like, she's deaf? How does she function in society? She's not exactly like me.
How does she dance on the beat?
So outside the dance studio, she runs into her ex-boyfriend, Nick. Yes. The girl returns to her hometown and runs into an old flame. Nick's little sisters, Sarah and Michelle, dance at Miss Barb's studio. So he's there. We find out April dumped him in a text message and broke his heart years prior because she's, again, super mean and unlikable. So obviously she has no interest in doing this dance competition until she finds out who the judges are.
And big Broadway guy, Willie Wang.
Willie Wong?
So she has a change of heart. She tells Miss Barb, like, look, I agree to do this on one condition.
We go all the way to Atlantic City.
So this drove me nuts because then they just immediately cut to the first round of the competition, like the qualifying, the whatever it's called. But they didn't show any, not that I like montages, but I wanted a montage or something to show, like, did April work with them? How much time has passed? If they rehearsed it, we'll never know. So before the New Hope rules go on, we get the utmost pleasure of watching the competing dance schools go on stage. The first group is pretty good. Dancing is painful, I guess. I guess it would be when your moves are that of a bird without flight feathers. If you thought that was weird, you ain't seen nothing yet. That was Tony Award worthy in comparison to the next group of children twerking, which was incredibly bothersome. I mean, cuties level bothersome for me personally. That's the creepy thing about movie scenes like this, is you can't use the argument, well, oh, it's just a movie, it didn't really happen, because these little actresses actually did this. They had to get up on a stage and twerk in front of an entire camera crew. And this guy. And it doesn't serve any purpose to the plot, you know? It kind of makes me want to throw up.
Dance studio!
Way to steal my thunder. So it's finally time for Miss Barb's group, and of course they suck so bad they pick their wedgies on stage. But I say they win because they are at least dressed like children. But no, they suck. But thankfully, there's the whole teacher feature thing. Remember?
Teacher feature.
I was assuming, you know, April would be good enough to raise the overall score of the dance team. So she gets up there with the kids. She kills it, dude. She uses the children as props. She literally pummels the children. And they get fourth place, so they don't even get to move on to the next round.
You're an incredible dancer, Miss April. Flawless, you really are. But you're missing the whole point. It's not about you taking the spotlight.
Yeah, it's not about you using the children as literal punching bags so that you can take the spotlight in front of the dance moms. And this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have to take a short break. And when we come back, a predictable plot twist. See you there.
The Dewey Dance Hall studio used a 10-year-old in the 8 and under category. They are disqualified. Which means we're gonna go on to the next round!
Oh my god, I've never seen that in a movie before. Barb is so excited. She goes over to the cop car and grabs their thing and announces to the town that the Churners are
back in the competition!
I wish so badly that the cops had, like, tackled her to the ground like they did to the guy in the background of that one scene from Clyde of the Chains and Meatballs.
Go Churners!
Oh yeah, I guess their home team in New Hope, Wisconsin is called the Churners, as in they churn butter. But why not cheese?
Cheese.
And they say go Churners 800 times in this movie.
Go Churners! Go Churners! Go Churners! Go Churners! Go Churners! Go Churners! Go Churners!
So she starts working with the little girls, and she's insanely, terribly mean.
You can't make a mistake in front of anyone. Ever. Today. Do I have to duct tape those to your face? I thought you could feel the beat. Go! Again. Thrilling. Smile. Grow a pair. Are you dancers? Focus. Doing nothing. Got it? No talking. Push-ups. What is the problem?
She has it out with this little girl, Sarah, who, again, is her ex-boyfriend Nick's little sister.
You know, how about you try teaching? Instead of leaving us clueless standing here with our wieners swinging in the breeze. Ew.
I think she might be lactose intolerant. It's always milk.
Cheese.
There's one little girl in particular named Ruby who April is extra mean to.
You literally have no idea what you're doing.
And she goes and cries in the bathroom. And I thought this was going to be a moment where April's character could redeem herself a little bit, show her compassionate side, but nope.
Am I really that bad? Yeah.
Cool. So one day while out running really weird, April runs into Sarah in a field who is just jamming hard. A lot of interpretive dancing from children in this movie. And we find out the reason that she, resents and dislikes April so much is because, again, April dumped her older brother, left without saying goodbye to go live her life, and we also find out her mom died.
Before you left or before my mom died?
Sad. But cliche.
You left without even saying goodbye. Sir, people live their own lives.
Again, can any of you imagine this? You're in a serious relationship with a guy who has little siblings that love you and they don't have a mommy, and you just leave without saying goodbye, and you don't give him a hug, and you be mean. I am Team Sarah all the way in her witty comeback.
When you're swinging in the breeze.
So April's got to whip these little girls into shape. We need to see them improving over the course of a few minutes, so you know what that means. We're gonna need a montage. And with every shot, show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long. That's called a montage. Girl, we want a montage.
Even Rocky had a montage.
She quit. The grown adult bullied her out of class. This movie's awful. So one day during rehearsal, the entire roof falls off. What else have we seen that, guys? Pipe burst, there's a leak. Long story short, they can't dance there anymore. So the roof caves in and the girls just run away to the park, and the parents and teachers all follow them. And this was such a weird scene. It was really long. The kids are all interpretive dancing in the mud while the grown-ups just smile and laugh. I would have had so much anxiety. How'd you guys get your umbrellas so fast? So guys, it's time for the finals. One of the many finals that they have to get through to make it to the finals, Nick is backstage helping his little sisters get ready.
Smoke, fire.
Oh, come on, Nick. Have you not seen the little girl's YouTube video from a few years ago? Everyone has seen it. She went on Ellen.
No, 20 or longer.
Yeah, 20 seconds or longer. In walks Barb with some iceless iced mochas for the children.
Ice mocha with an extra shot of espresso.
First of all, why is this the second Sophia Carson movie I've seen with iceless iced coffee? Purple Hearts, anyone? Second of all, Barb, don't give the children special juice before competing. This isn't Toddlers and Tiaras, and your students are not Honey Boo Boo.
My special juice is gonna help me well.
Stop it.
Well, the special juice does, in fact, help, I guess, because the kids kill it with their newfound skills from April, and they make it through the county finals, the district finals, the regional finals, and the state finals, where things are heating up betwixt the dance dads.
Your girls wouldn't know a triple time step if our girls were dancing on their sad little faces.
Your daughter's grown back. Mamas don't even reach 90 degrees. Your daughter has no turnout.
The whole thing with dads in this movie was kind of cute. I kept finding myself being like, oh, the dads are involved. That's so adorable and hilarious. But then I remembered that should be a given. The dad being involved in their kid's life is bare minimum. But they got me. This movie is weird. They paint the moms out to either be absent or unsupportive or drunk. And they paint the dads out to be these really involved, supportive, adorable parents. Kind of odd, especially because a woman directed this. So anyway, they placed second at the state finals, even though April actually fell during her performance. She lost focus during her performance because right before they went on stage, some kids found the video of her pushing that lady off the stage. But regardless, they make it through the final round and they qualify for nationals. They're going to nationals. Nationals. Meanwhile, April and Nick are rehearsing in the barn.
Make sure that you
When Miss Barb and one of the other dance moms show up,
We have a big problem.
so they realize right just now that they have no money to get the girls to Atlantic City where the national competition is being held, and they also have no money for costumes. So April calls Deco, remember Deco with the fun laugh, who I guess he didn't have anything going on. He didn't have anything going on in New York, so he comes into town to solve the costume issue.
I'm here.
And then I literally felt like 5 seconds passed between Deco getting there and Miss Barb saying,
We raised the money. Atlantic City.
But how? Did I miss something? I watched it back multiple times. They never show how they raised the money. All they show is the girls counting change, and they have this little like thermometer chart showing that they need $5,000. But the $5,000 didn't come from these change jars. Where's the money even from? Where is this money even from? And why is the entire town seemingly involved in this little team, this little dance team competing? I don't know if they're selling the clothes. I don't know how they did it. Someone explain, please, but only 1 or 2 people. So the barn is now the dance studio, remember, because the roof fell in. So they have to rehearse on the dirty, dirty floor. But it's all good because they somehow turned the barn into this beautiful venue, complete with an entire wall of vintage mirrors, fairy lights everywhere, and antique furniture. I don't know how they did it so quickly. Anyway, they're trying to nail this move called the Star Lift. They literally plucked it straight from Dirty Dancing's plot. And it's supposed to be 2 of the little kids doing it. This little kid, Dickie, and I can't remember the little girl's name, but they can't do it, probably because they're toddlers. So instead, April asks Sarah and this kid, RJ, to basically teach the little kids how it's done. Well, mind you, Sarah has a big old crush on RJ, okay? RJ's on the football team. He's not a dancer, so I can't remember why he's there. Like, why all the football boys are there. Not important. Anyway, what is important is that they do the Star Lift move, and I thought that they were gonna fall, right? That's the predictable thing to happen. But instead, they hit us with a curveball. And by curveball, I mean a boob cutlet.
Don't lose it, don't. Wait a minute. Who are you?
I would have never foreseen a boob thing.
That fall out of your sandwich?
Why are you even there? So she runs away. April runs weird after her. And she's like, I bet I know where she is. I bet she's in that field where she likes to dance weird.
Sarah!
Sarah! Did you want this booby thing? I low-key wish those things existed. When I was that age, it would have saved me a ton of humiliation and possibly even a surgery that I now regret. Anywho, guys, it's time for the national competition and the big climax when we come back. Don't miss it. What are you guys doing? Why are you dancing in slow motion down an escalator in the middle of a public place? You're weird. Oh, hey, Ruby. Yeah, so I forgot to tell you guys, Ruby actually comes back, not to dance, of course, but instead to be the teacher's helper.
I need so much help. You can help me?
They run into Marissa Jarrett Winokur, who was in Hairspray, and she was in Never Been Kissed. Remember, she was the girl that was like, what have you wanted for like ever, but you never ever thought would happen. Anyway, she's one of the judges for the competition, and she has some sort of weird beef with Deco.
How's that for beating you over the head?
She stole his shoes or something. It was kind of funny. Not relevant to the plot at all, but still funny.
I was just getting warmed up.
So they do their performances, okay? The little kids go on first, and then there's the teacher feature dance. The teacher feature dance was pretty good.
I remember the first time we met, face to face. Kiss on my neck, how could I forget something that hasn't happened yet?
A far cry from this. So they make it to the final round. How many rounds are there?
We're in the final round!
Willy Wonka comes up and he's like, hey, April, can I steal you away for a moment?
I have a proposition.
Yes, of course. In the dressing room, everybody. Come on.
This couldn't have worked out more perfectly, right?
Yeah, so April talked to Willy Wonka and he offered her a part in his show. So she has to leave right then and there that very second. I don't understand why Willy Wong would leave when he is a judge for the competition and the other half is happening the next day.
April, hey, where are you going? I'm headed back to New York.
So once again, she was gonna leave everyone without saying goodbye.
April's character is the worst known to men. She's selfish and mean, no, we do not stand. She pummels small children and steals their spotlight. She steals people's taxis, no, she's not polite. If you thought it was bad when she pushed that old lady, don't nick with a text, that was hella shady. Well, I'm in for a treat. If you thought that I was bad, this chick couldn't even say goodbye to her dad. Now everyone's heartbroken. Nick is just floored. He screams all her calls and her pick is censored. So she calls up her dad and is like, Dad, am I the worst? And he's like, well, I mean, yeah, that was quite an outburst. Then she has a change of heart and she leaves Mr. Wong and goes back to Wisconsin where she
The split was just framed as a break to heal, to mend. But by the end of March, reports confirmed that it was permanent. A source close to Selena told E! News, Selena realized even though he's made some positive improvements, they just aren't a perfect match right now. Meanwhile, Justin was spotted with model Baskin Champion, signaling he was moving on publicly. Baskin Champion, that is a hell of a fucking name. If that was my name, I would just like repeat it in the mirror all fucking day long. I'm not even kidding. But according to a source talking to People, he was still emotionally tied to Selena. He thinks and talks about Selena all the time. The chapter with her is definitely not finished. The chapter with her is definitely not finished. I don't know, came out very Trump-like. I'm so sorry. May 2018, Haley opens up and says, we're better as friends. In an interview with the Times UK, Haley Baldwin gets real about her complicated relationship with Justin Bieber. And she said, Justin and I were friends for a long time. I met him when I was really young and he was one of my best friends. And Haley also acknowledges the natural shift from friendship to romance in their late teens. Everyone knows that at a certain point it turned into something else, but that just happens when you're 18, 19, it was what it was. She also says we went through a long period of time where we weren't friends. We didn't speak for quite some time and there was a lot of weirdness that went on. But she says now things have changed and they have moved past that. She also talks about how she wasn't used to having such a high profile relationship and she realized that they work much better as friends and that he's somebody that I really cherish. Now it's a very mature situation. It's good. So that is May 2018 when that interview comes out. So June 2018, Haley and Justin are seen everywhere. New York City, Miami especially. Months after just being friends again, Haley and Justin reconnect in person at a church conference in Miami. Haley opens up about the moment in a 2020 Elle interview. We ended up being at this church conference together in Miami. It was the first time we'd seen each other in a while. I remember we were hanging out and I was like, listen, I'm really, really happy for us to be friends again. I want us to be really cool and be friends. But Justin had different plans. He was like, yeah, here's the thing, we're not going to be friends. And then Haley was like, oh, is that so? Just after a month of rekindling their romance in Miami, Justin proposes to Haley on vacation in Bermuda. Yeah, no, literally a month. That's fine. When you know, like that's awesome. And like when you're 21 and your pop star boyfriend asks you to get married a month after rekindling your romance. Yeah, girl. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez posts an Instagram photo on a New York City yacht named Justine, looking calm and seemingly unbothered. And sources reveal Selena's mixed feelings to E. Selena was surprised an engagement happened this quickly, but not surprised Justin would do something like this knowing who he is. Mind you, they had just ended things just a couple months earlier after being in couples therapy, simply months ago. Yeah, you as an ex would be shocked, but also if you notice that maybe your boyfriend has some erratic and impulsive behavior, not that big of a surprise. However, in a September 2022 interview on Call Her Daddy, Haley addresses the timeline rumors because that does seem to be pretty muddled, stressing that there was absolutely no overlap between her and Selena's relationship with Justin. She says, I understand how it looks from the outside. There's a lot of perception there, but that was a situation where I know for a fact that it was the right thing for them to close
totally
that
do,
door.
Michelle.
And she says, as a woman, I would never want to get into a relationship with someone and be engaged to them and be getting married to them and think in the back of my mind, I wonder if that was really like close for you. And I know for a fact that the reason we were able to get back together was because it was very much completely closed, and that is respectful to me. So later that year, Justin...
The supposed 7-part series that was going around on TikTok actually came out like 2 years ago, and it's a YouTube video. I think it might be by Patrick CC, maybe, don't quote me on that, but you can watch it all, not multiple parts, the entire video from beginning to end on YouTube that came out like a year and a half ago. It just blew up on TikTok a couple months ago. Someone edited it into a multiple part series and then it blew up, but that's been out for a while. And yeah, I totally think she stalked him. Just based on the like experiences I've had with internet weirdos and stuff like that, yeah, for sure. And she had money and, you know, the ability to like just fly to wherever she wanted, and yeah, totally, without a doubt.
Haley get married. They actually have a surprise courthouse wedding first in New York City. In February 2019, Vogue, Justin opens up about his reasons behind their quick decision to marry. The couple was waiting until marriage to have sex. Yeah, they were waiting. Justin was actually more than a year into his self-imposed celibacy aimed at overcoming personal struggles. After 4 months of dating again, Justin realized that he was ready to fully commit, and he was ready to get it on. He says, "When I saw her last June, I just forgot how much I loved her and how much I missed her and how much of a positive impact she made on my life. It was like, holy cow, this is what I've been looking for." However, later in 2019, they decide to have a bigger ceremony. Early 2018, Selena Gomez is actually hospitalized. So Selena Gomez was hospitalized due to a dangerously low white blood cell counts as a result of her ongoing lupus battles, according to TMZ. And while hospitalized, Selena actually experienced a panic attack and was later admitted to a treatment center for her mental health. Something that Selena Gomez is pretty open about, which is her mental health, and also a very big mental health advocate. So years later, in her 2022 documentary, My Mind and Me, which I do remember watching, Selena revealed that she had an episode of psychosis during this period, which is absolutely so extremely scary. Psychosis is one of my absolute biggest fears, and as someone who has been hospitalized due to a panic attack, I fully sympathize with her. Her friend Raquel Steven described how severe the episode was. If anybody saw what I saw in the state that she was in at the mental hospital, they wouldn't have recognized her at all. Psychosis can last from days to life, which is completely true. Psychosis is no joke, like at all. I've had people in my life firsthand affected by psychosis, and it is scary to witness and so extremely heartbreaking because there is quite literally nothing that you can do as a person from the outside, and there is no telling how long something like that can last. Rolling Stone's 2022 cover reported Selena only remembers snippets of this time, recalling paranoia and distrust lasting months in treatment, and she was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder and began treatment for it. At this time, Justin is actually photographed crying with friends after church, and later with Hailey Bieber as the news of Selena's condition had spread. But at the time, the public was unaware of the full extent of Selena's struggles because this isn't something that she opened up about until later in 2022 in her documentary. An ET source shares, Selena holds a special place in his heart. Justin spends most of his day alone, took a solo hike to the Wisdom Tree in LA to decompress, and then went to church visibly upset. He was comforted by friends. Above everything, Justin wants the best for Selena. Seeing how her health affects her during their rekindled romance made him understand the seriousness. But also the source shares he has to separate himself from feeling guilty or bad about Selena because it wouldn't be fair to his current relationship, being Hailey. Hailey accidentally follows a Selena fan account, a popular one at that, named House of Sell. But to clear the air, she quickly DM'd the account and was like, "I'm so sorry, I followed by accident." But this was a long list of things on social media that people kept tabs on, and people were like, "Oh, these are not mistakes." And this started kind of the train of they're stalking each other, basically. In March 2019, Justin Bieber decides to break his silence online and speak out against the online bullying against Hailey Bieber that she was getting from some fans, especially those who refused to accept their marriage. He writes, "I absolutely loved and love Selena. She will always hold a place in my heart, but I am head over heels in love with my wife, and she's the absolute best thing that has ever happened to me, period." And he also writes, "You have no idea of my life and what's good for me. Hailey is my bride, period. If you don't like that or support that, means that you don't support me, and if you don't support me, you're not a fan nor a good person." But they were setting a boundary pretty early on that fans need to quit it because it was parasocial as fuck with the way that they were talking about Hailey, the way that they were talking about Selena, Justin, literally as if they knew these people first on and knew what's good for him. It's a lot. So April 2019, Justin Bieber sparks fan speculation after sharing a screenshot of his computer desktop in an Instagram story, which shows Selena Gomez's Coachella performance and his YouTube search history. Caught! No, I'm kidding. So Jelena fans immediately accused Justin of Jelena fans, because the Jelena fans still fucking exist. They're not even together, but Jelena fans still exist. So fans immediately accused Justin of deliberately searching for Selena's video to stir drama or keep tabs on her. And Justin says, "That video of Selena singing Talkie Talkie came up after my wife and I watched my Coachella performance. Obviously, she's gonna be in the related category. It literally was the next video that played. To fans and people who think I'm maliciously starting to start shit, grow up." Meanwhile, Hailey also addresses the online drama to an Instagram story that she later ends up deleting, and she writes, "You little internet kiddos need to learn how to move on for real. We're adults and have better things to do than waste time explaining something just so that you can stop stop your delusional fantasies. I'm not gonna sit here and let obsessive strangers try to tell me about my own husband. You wanna talk about somebody's husband, then get your own. Good night. So like I said, they then have their big wedding in South Carolina, and that was September of 2019. October 23rd, 2019, Selena breaks her silence with her song Lose You to Love Me. In 2 months, you replaced us like it was easy, made me think I deserved it in the thick of healing. And fans immediately were like, oh, I know who the fuck this is about. Like, obviously, like, duh. Jolena ends in March 2018, and then Justin and Hailey are engaged by July. Do the math. However, at the same time, Hailey Bieber posted an Instagram story of herself listening to Summer Walker's song I'll Kill You. And fans interpret this as a direct response to Selena. The next day, Hailey publicly denies any connection between her post and Selena's song. She said, please stop with this nonsense. There is no response. This is complete BS. She then later deletes the comment, but of course it is screenshotted, obviously. So then Selena goes on Instagram Live and addresses her followers directly, in which she says, I do not stand for women tearing women down, and I will never ever be by that. So please be kind to everyone. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If you're my fans, don't be rude to anybody, please. So then we're in January 2020. Guys, that was 5.5 years ago. Guys, what the fuck? So Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber got a lot of attention when they were both spotted at the popular restaurant Craig's. On the same night, although for completely separate reasons, Selena was celebrating the release of her new album Rare, which eventually led to the name of her makeup brand, Rare Beauty, while Hailey was out to dinner with friends, including Madison Beer. Madison Beer being tied to Justin Bieber finding Madison Beer, basically sparking her music career. Despite there being no apparent actual interaction between Selena and Hailey, a fake rumor was quickly spread onto Twitter, alleging that Madison and Hailey had deliberately provoked Selena during the evening. The rumor gained traction after Selena unfollowed Madison on Instagram, leading many fans to believe that there was tension. Madison Beer faced a lot of shit online. That girl already faces so much fucking shit online. And so she wrote on her stories, these rumors are getting insane. I just had dinner with my friend, Hailey of 10 years, and that's it. How is that a crime? I love Selena, always have. And I would literally never in a million years try to upset her. This is just mean and unnecessary, and nothing happened. It was just a coincidence. You're bullying me for no reason. And Selena put the rumors to rest by publicly supporting Madison, commenting not only on Madison's Instagram, but also refollowing her, writing, this is disgusting reading all this. This wasn't intentional whatsoever. I'm so disappointed that people would speak to someone like this. I've known Madison since she was a baby and watched her continue to become the woman that she is. There is no issue. That did not stop the Madison hate train, though. And it quickly became sides. Like, okay, who is Team Hailey? Who is Team Selena? May 2020, during the pandemic, Hailey opens up about the pressure of being compared to Selena. On her and Justin Bieber's Facebook Watch series, Hailey took a moment to address the fans' question about how she copes with the constant public scrutiny and endless opinions people have about the relationship, where she said it's definitely not easy. She explains how Justin understands that she's faced a really difficult time dealing with the comments and comparisons fans and the public often make between her and Justin's other exes, especially Selena Gomez. I got to a point where I'm like, why am I even going to try and go out of my way to set the record straight, where it's really no one's business and it doesn't matter. So Hailey gets pretty candid and vulnerable about how she's affected online, and Justin even comes to her defense with a later Instagram story, which kind of seems to be the theme, kind of how they interact with their fan base. It's kind of like scolding them on Instagram stories. So 2021 Met Gala, Justin and Hailey arrive, and some fans even chant Selena at them. A video shows Hailey looking emotional and rumors saying that she cried, which Hailey says she literally just had something in her fucking eye. So, April 2022, Hailey Bieber publicly pleads for Selena fans to stop harassing her. She says in a TikTok video,
leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone.
So like I said, September 2022, Hailey does go on the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she wants to put to rest the Homewrecker label. She said that he was not in a relationship when we started anything. I was raised better than that. And regarding her relationship with Selena Gomez, she says, I respect her a lot. There's no drama personally. And this was the first time that Hailey had publicly acknowledged that there is no beef with Selena. And she even reveals that her and Selena have actually spoken multiple times, including after Hailey and Justin's marriage. Yes, we have spoken. If everybody on our side knew what happened and we're good and we could walk away with clarity and respect, then that's fine. However, while on the podcast, she does subtly suggest that Selena had never publicly asked her fans to stop harassing Hailey, even though Selena had done so in 2019, which basically reignited more discussion amongst fans. And a day after the interview aired, Selena Gomez went on Instagram Live. I think some of the things that I don't even need to be aware of are just vile and disgusting, basically condemning the abusive behavior towards Hailey. I just want all of you to know that I hope that you understand that this is much bigger than anything else. I'm really grateful to all of you for hearing me out. So after over a decade of fan-fueled drama, Selena and Hailey are seen posing together at the Academy Music Gala in Los Angeles. People were like, oh, okay, great, war is over. This is like similar to how we felt when we saw Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter seen speaking to each other, or another time they were at the Met Gala and they were like photographed in the background. We still have yet to see like a photo of them together. All you just like want to see is like war is over, like war is over. An insider spoke to Entertainment Tonight about the encounter and said Selena and Hailey were both super chill together at the Academy Music Gala. They both moved on and are happy in their own lives. They wanted to show the world that there's no beef or bad feelings between them anymore. And this hopefully was gonna put some fan drama to rest, because it's like, well, what the fuck are you still beefing about? Because like they're cool, so like why aren't you cool with it? Like you don't even know these people. Why do you have beef with a relationship that you're not even in? So November 2022, which I still recommend giving that documentary a watch. She talks about her personal struggles with fame and mental health, and she also calls her breakup with Justin Bieber the best thing that's ever happened to her. Everything was so public. I felt haunted by a past relationship that no one wanted to let go of. I feel like I had to go through the worst possible heartbreak ever, and then just forgetting everything at the drop of a hand. It was really confusing. But I just think that needed to happen, and ultimately it was the best thing that ever happened to me. However, Selena Gomez never mentions Justin or Hailey by name in the documentary. Around the same time though, Selena addressed the public conversation sparked by Hailey's Call Her Daddy podcast interview, in which Hailey spoke openly about their complicated history. And in an interview with Rolling Stone, Selena reveals the emotional impact of hearing such comments. She said, somebody made a comment and it involved me, and then for 2 days I felt bad about myself. And although she doesn't mention Hailey by name, people assume that she is referencing that podcast Ripple Effect. And so the Rolling Stone article tries to highlight that something like this before could have haunted Selena's mental health for months, and so how far she's come with her mental health now. And when interviewed by Vulture, Selena says, thank you, yeah, it's not a big deal, it's not even a thing, when asked about the photo symbolizing their moving on, Hailey and Selena's. So it seemed like between Hailey and Selena, shit was squashed. It seemed like they were both kind of going with this approach onto social media that it's not a big deal, they're both past it. But then a few months later in February 2023, a fan points out that Hailey posted then deleted a TikTok with Kendall Jenner lip syncing God's timing is always right, around the same time that Selena was body shamed for bikini photos. You know the TikTok, it's like, but God's timing is always right.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
Yeah, that one. That was really good, Nicole. Which Selena then replies on her TikTok saying, it's okay, I don't let these things get me down. Be nice to everyone. A few days later, February 15th, 2023, Selena tells Vanity Fair that she quit other social media platforms due to toxic comments pitting her against Justin and Hailey. At this time, Selena Gomez had also posted on social media that she had accidentally laminated her eyebrows too much, to which then Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber are posting stories of their own eyebrows. It's pretty much just like the top half of their faces, with the caption, this was an accident, and fans immediately being like, oh, they're making fun of her, like they're publicly bullying Selena. Which then February 22nd, 2023, Kylie and Selena shut down accusations of Kylie and Hailey shading Selena's eyebrows. Kylie saying that people are reaching. Despite this, the hashtag Team Selena is fucking growing online. February 23rd, 2023, Selena comments facts on a TikTok urging fans to leave both her and Hailey alone. And there's also an old clip of Hailey criticizing Taylor Swift's music.
Not a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album.
Which then Selena defends her friend and says, I'm sorry, my best friend is the best. Which then Selena decides to quit TikTok, explaining on TikTok Live that she's taking a break from social media because she's too old.
Look at how pretty this one came out. Perfect. No mistakes. All of my stitches ended up perfect. And you can see this like curve right here.
Selena's remix version.
It's perfect. Exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, you can't really see it as well on that side.
After this, things
see it on
seem
the
to die down. Selena's Instagram
like
following
a curve right
rose
here.
10 million,
It's
making her
perfect.
the most followed woman on the platform. Meanwhile,
Nailed it.
Hailey and Kylie's
I think
Instagram
that's
followers
big
actually
enough.
declined
Bottom.
during this period. Basically, all the steps that we took forward as a society a few months back,
So
we have
now
all,
I'm just going to be doing this
taken them
next
back
set of
because
stitches
we're
for
back onto
literally
Team
ever.
Selena, Team Hailey bullshit. About a month later, though, morning of March 24th, Selena publicly called for the negativity and bullying to stop, revealing that Hailey had confided in her about receiving death threats and hateful messages, which Selena posted a statement saying, Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this all to stop. Which Hailey then posted her own version, saying the last few weeks have been very hard for everyone involved, and millions of people are seeing so much hate around this, which is extremely harmful. Things can always be taken out of context or construed differently than they were intended. We all need to be more thoughtful about what we post and what we say,
Hold on, I need to pause this for a second, and I need to look up something for this next transition.
Half double crochet once in each, and this is going to be a pattern stitch that I'm going to show and explain on the second round. The first round is going to be easy. I keep crocheting with my main color, and I'm just going to half double crochet once in each stitch around, and I start with 2 chains, and I start half double crocheting into that next. It's going to be a padded stitch, and also it's called enclosed stitch. This might like this. First I chain 1, and then I'll just do a half double crochet into that same space. This is my first stitch. Second stitch is going to be a padded stitch, and also it's called enclosed stitch. I found this beautiful pattern and did some research, and yes,
okay, back to the other one. I got what I needed.
Including myself. In the end, I always believe love will be bigger than hate and negativity. There is always an opportunity to meet each other with more empathy and compassion. And then in May 2023, Haley opens up about wanting kids so badly, but getting scared because it's enough that people say things about my husband or my friends. I can't imagine people saying things about a child. Completely valid and true, and it's gonna happen. Like, if it hasn't already happened, it's gonna fucking happen, unfortunately. Just the size of how famous Haley and Justin are, people will find a way to talk shit on a literal baby. June 2023, Haley appears on the circuit with Emily Chang to address the ongoing public fixation on her and Selena Gomez, saying, I don't think that this is about me, Haley Bieber, and Selena Gomez. This is not about this pitting between 2 women and division between 2 women. It's about the vile, disgusting hatred that can come from completely made up and twisted and perpetuated narratives. That can be really dangerous. I want to be able to bring people together. The idea of 2 women being pitted against each other because of a guy is awful. I hate it since the beginning. August 2024, baby Jack Blues Bieber is born. Haley Bieber at this time is very active with her company Rhode. Same with Selena Gomez with her company Rare Beauty. And Haley and Justin are taking a lot of privacy for themselves, as they should during like parenthood. However, early 2025 fans noticed that Justin isn't following Haley on Instagram anymore. Where's that Justin Bieber goes on his fucking story and writes in all caps, someone on my account followed my wife. Shit is getting sus out here. Like, especially with the all caps, it's just reminding me of like Kanye tweets, just like minus the anti-Semitism. So January 31st, 2025, Justin Bieber's rep had to actually come forward and shut down the internet speculation about his health. And his rep wants to say he's not spiraling. He's just working on new music and busy being a dad. And called 2024 a transformative year for Justin, where he apparently cut off several close friends and business ties that no.
Are you back yet? Just making sure, because the tiny dogs are outside and it's getting dark. The size hook I'm using, sorry, I didn't see that. Right now I'm using a 10. but I'm using a smaller gauge fabric, you know, so we're getting kind of bigger spaces. I want it to be meshy because it's cotton.
Longer served him. If you didn't know, in 2020, Justin was diagnosed with Lyme disease. In 2023, he revealed facial paralysis due to Ramsay Hunt syndrome, which basically forced him to pause touring.
Vaccine related.
He's not blinking. I can't smile on this side of my face. This nostril will not move. So there's full paralysis in this side of my face.
And in 2019, he also talked to Vogue about how deep his past drug use went. He admitted to abusing Xanax, being super promiscuous, and even there were times where his security had to check if he was still breathing at night. So people are very much so just on edge, worried about Justin Bieber's health, but also kind of creating stories and a narrative around it. March 6, 2025, a creator named Courtney posted a video mocking Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's recent Interview magazine shoot. The video goes viral, and even more viral when Courtney then posts Hailey Bieber just liked this, even sharing alleged screenshots showing a notification that Hailey had in fact liked the TikTok. And people were like, okay, great, it's happening again. It's literally fucking happening again. Selena Gomez at this point is in a relationship with Benny Blanco, the producer. Hailey Bieber says, this never happened. This entire story has been fabricated by the content creator looking to capitalize off an old, tired narrative. So March 8, 2025, Justin Bieber posts a cryptic Instagram story, which worries fans, in which he says, we have nothing to prove today, just the gift
Money,
of
the baby's
life
right
today
here.
to accept or receive. Nothing is owed to us, and we don't owe anyone anything. Selena and Benny Blanco get engaged, and April 2025, Justin Bieber posts a meme which has fans thinking that it's about Selena's engagement. Basically, it's a photo from Lord of the Rings where Gollum holds up the ring, in which he writes girls on social media when they get engaged. Which Selena
Money,
Gomez
right
had
here.
just gotten engaged to Benny Blanco like a couple months ago. It's just fucking exhausting at this point. All of you, put down your fucking phones. So summer 2025, Hailey lands a solo Vogue cover because that's a big fucking deal. Hailey happens to sell Road to Elf for $1 billion. And instead of celebrating Hailey's moment and celebrating such a huge achievement, Justin writes, yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hailey that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know, so mean. And I remember reading this and just being like absolutely disgusted, like, okay, so this is your wife's big moment, and like way to completely shoot her down during a moment of her high. And so a lot of people who feel similarly were like, oh, fuck, Hailey, you gotta get out of there. I mean, people have been saying it for a long time, which we'll get into. People want Hailey to leave Justin Bieber badly. Not just like Jelena shippers or anything. Like, people who support Hailey are like, she should not be with this man. He does not respect her. But he deletes the caption and then also replaces it with a few emojis. Way to make it about like belittling her and like embarrassing her.
But that's
Just
not really
odd.
what he was
July
saying. He was kind of
2025,
shitting on
Justin Bieber
himself.
posts a
I don't.
photo which he's sweaty.
I
with the
could
caption,
see
"A
myself
detox."
phrasing something like
A lot of
that.
people were very concerned. A lot of the
If I
comments being
did
like,
something
okay, King,
fucked
like,
up,
sweat it out.
and
While
I
other
was, like,
people
outing
were like,
myself.
hey, what the fuck is going on? Like, are you okay? Are you well? And like, this is after months long speculation about his health, his mental health, coming 5 months after his team had to shut down rumors of drug use, literally calling the drug use allegations exhausting and pitiful. The internet just wasn't totally convinced of Justin being in the healthiest spot because there were videos of him smoking weed at Coachella and also on a snowboarding trip. Also, June 2025, a clip of Justin going off on paparazzi happens in Malibu, in which he tells photographers,
I'm a dad, I'm a husband. You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
which people immediately turned into a fucking meme. Like, I have literally myself said it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on fucking business. Which then Justin drops his new album, Swag, in which Hailey Bieber reposts a photo of it in Times Square with the caption, is it finally clocking to you, you fucking losers? So people think like, okay, was this like erratic behavior all a publicity stunt? Is Justin Bieber actually okay? Is their relationship okay? Why is he like publicly embarrassing Hailey? Kind of like, what is happening? What is happening here actually? Like, they're very confused. Basically, threads of different tweets start going around of Justin Bieber treating Hailey Bieber like a piece of shit. The thread is filled with things very validly that like I look at and I'm like, oh my god, if my boyfriend did this, I would dump him immediately. And there's also things that are out of context within it, and it's clear it's
Maybe
just
she
people
has a
trying to
shame
find
kink.
any reason to go against Hailey and Justin. Like, for example, Justin Bieber cleaning his lips every time that he kisses Hailey. Making Hailey Bieber
She
feel
wears
less
lip
with
gloss.
the looks that he's giving her.
He's
The time that
socially
he closed the
awkward.
door on her face when he was leaving a car.
He's anxious in front of all the paparazzi.
The time that he skated away from her and she literally fell onto the concrete.
Okay, that time was kind of fucked up. But again, he was running away from the paparazzi.
The time that Justin made her cry because Selena was there and Justin didn't care about Hailey. The time that Kendall Jenner got her fuck him cupcakes after him making her cry. The time that Justin told Hailey not to touch him sometimes and embarrassed her on live.
Babe, I just
Money.
don't touch me right now.
Mamas.
The time that he yelled at her when
Come
she won
here.
instead of him, and he yells,
Come here.
I wasn't even trying!
Yeah, come here. Come here. Right here, Money. Come on. Come here.
More recently,
Come
Hailey Bieber's
here.
first year as a mother,
There
and Justin
she
Bieber saying that
is.
Mother's Day sucks ass. In which
I
then when
told
Father's Day
you.
came around, Hailey Bieber did say Father's Day sucks ass, which is fucking
told
awesome. And a bunch of
you
people were
she
like
was
super excited, like,
there.
oh my god, this is gonna be the
Here's
coolest
the
divorce
baby.
ever. Spoiler alert, they're seemingly fine and okay. The time that he embarrassed her when Hailey was answering a question and he said she was asking me.
Oh, you love your mommy.
It sucks
You love your mommy.
There's also a lot of people who think that Hailey and Justin are in an arranged marriage. When he was on the Ellen show with Demi Lovato hosting, he says, looking back now, it was definitely an arranged marriage. They set this whole thing up. Since she was raised Christian, her dad was like, hey, I want to introduce you to Justin and his mom. They have similar values and believe the same thing. We think you guys would be good friends. It was definitely an arranged marriage now that I'm thinking about it. Goodness gracious. People have also said that this is definitely an arranged or at least coerced by Justin's pastor, who has financial ties to the Baldwin family. The Baldwins have been planning this and the truth is slowly coming out. And a lot of people also think that they're only together because Justin is financially dependent on Hailey. Justin Bieber allegedly was on the verge of financial collapse when he sold
he's
his
in
$200
fucking
million music
arbitration.
catalog to Hypnosis Songs Capital in 2022.
It's fucked up what they've
Justin
done to
said, I
him.
gotta sell it now, and he sold it in December. That's how broke he was. So on May 28th, 2025, when Hailey announced that Elf Beauty had signed a $1 billion deal to acquire the brand, even though she gets to continue her role as a founder and as the chief creative officer, people thought she has to do this because they have no money, which is not confirmed or denied. And after there was like crickets from Justin Bieber for a little while after the big announcement, people were like, oh, he's not even supportive of her. Then after was posted a photo of Hailey and Justin celebrating her win. Apparently plans about Selena and Benny's alleged wedding have been revealed. According to the Daily Mail, the ceremony is supposed to be this September in California. Honestly happy for her. I think she's doing an awesome job advocating and talking about mental health. Damn, we're all fucking grown up. Everybody's getting married and having fucking kids. My god. After talking about this drama for so long and my brain starting to melt, I feel like it's important that we talk about what this feud has done to us as a society. Basically, this so-called feud is filled not by public tweeting, like not what's happening between Nicki Minaj and SZA right now, or like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Sorry, I'm bringing Nicki into this, but like, hello, she is having feuds on Twitter. The feud between Hailey and Selena is heavily just through like cryptic posts, suspicious timing, and internet detective work, basically, from supposed fans. Were they actually shading each other? Maybe, maybe not. Like, it's all just like one big fucking conspiracy. I saw this really good comparison that basically the comment sections.
I'm
TikToks,
so
and
glad I
Twitter
made that
threads all seem
prototype
to be
first.
acting
If I
on
had
some
not
sort of
made the
bizarre
prototype,
remix
I
of
wouldn't
the
be
Madonna
making this
horror
so
complex.
perfectly.
The old Freudian idea that women are either pure and perfect or evil and sexual. So in this case, Hailey being the seductress, she ruined this fairy tale relationship even though it was not a fairy tale. And Selena has openly called it toxic and abusive in the past. And Selena's painted as this like angelic ex who Justin can never top. And it ties into the whole like vanilla wife trend where women paint themselves as the one who got away and criticize the current partner as boring, basic, and unworthy. And basically the Hailey versus Selena narrative has morphed into TikToks like, you'll be his Hailey, but like I'll always be his fucking Selena. Like I will always be the one that got away. The creator Fumi explains it perfectly. It's a coping mechanism. People are hurt by men, and instead of unpacking that, they imagine themselves in these fantasy roles. And if it feels familiar, it's because it is, because we literally did this before with Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Except the difference is it's not just tabloids and magazines writing it now. It's everyone and the entirety of social media. Anybody can jump in at any time, making it so easy and accessible to join the hate campaign against whoever it is. Denisha Carter says,
until women have an in-community conversation and address essentially how the mantra of women supporting women has always been conditional, riddled with unspoken caveats that dictate which women are deemed worthy of advocacy and which are fair game for public scrutiny, and how the ones deemed fair game for public scrutiny are faced with an amount of misogyny from other women that would make a frat house think it has competition, there will be no women's liberation, no female solidarity, nothing. Oh, and all of us should be scared by how easy it is to be deemed deserving of merciless, misogynistic attack. From all, but especially from other women. It is the same misogyny that will come for Selena Gomez in 6 months when you guys decide she's the bad guy again and call a bunch of nonsense evidence she's evil. The same misogyny that will come for the rest of us. I just wrote more about this on default.blog. Go check it out.
TikTok has created an echo chamber of hate, especially towards Hailey Bieber. Basically, the platform rewarding bandwagoning and outrage. The meaner the take, the more outrage that it gets, which incites people to want to post more of that. And somehow through all of this, Justin Bieber is left kind of unscathed. Even though he is the common denominator, he just has to get online about once a year, post a story defending his wife, and then get back to like belittling her in his captions, being like, yeah, I didn't think that she'd ever fucking make it. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but a lot of people are getting driven off of celebrityhood and also social media and are also becoming very like isolated and private. And then we ask why? Why are these people so boring now? Why do these people not open themselves up out to the public? It's like, I don't know, maybe because shit like this happens. I highly recommend the book Girl on Girl by Sophie Gilbert. It basically touches on early 2000s gossip culture. Like I said, it catfights, how women were basically pitted against each other. The obsession of, especially in the early 2000s, of women tearing each other down hasn't gone anywhere. It just is rebranded and looks a bit different. We've seen it before: Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry, Paris Hilton versus Lindsay Lohan, and now Hailey Bieber versus Selena Gomez. And the core of this feud is Justin Bieber. People to this day still say that Hailey had stolen Justin Bieber away from Selena as if he's some kind of fucking prize. He made the active choice and decision to marry Hailey. And although we see many very embarrassing things that we may not agree with that Justin is doing to Hailey, we don't know the ins and outs of their relationships, and they might be so fucking healthy and stable for all we know. Are there a lot of doubts from a lot of us? Yes. But Hailey Bieber is definitely painted out to be this huge villain of this story. That she had this master plan, literally that she organized an arranged marriage with this boy that she had a crush on when she was a little kid. She's been labeled as a stalker, even though she's never publicly disrespected Selena, never publicly said by name in her anything. No shady interviews, no fighting with her, no actual even tangible proof that she dislikes her. It's just all inferenced and assumed from all of this data that everyone's collecting. I've recently gotten some flack, especially in my Doja Cat video, for giving some nuance and empathy when talking about the people that I'm talking about, or that I maybe am glossing over things or leaving things out. However, when I make these videos, I think the most important thing is that when I say I'm chronically online, that means that I will go and search through the depths of the internet to find facts with sources of things that are being reported online and news sources that people are getting their celebrity news from. And I don't like to harp on rumors or speculation, and I make that very clear when I'm saying in a video, hey, this is a rumor or this is speculation. And I differentiate when I say this person said this or their representative said this. And I see the criticism that maybe I'm not being harsh enough, or that maybe I'm seen as defending people when I'm just reading facts or statements from the person that I'm talking about. My goal with these videos is to share lore, because I am obviously very invested in pop culture, celebrity culture. I always have been. Before I am a creator, I am a fan. I grew up reading tabloid magazines, and I don't like the narrative that was spread there. And I think a lot of people are just spreading different stories about different celebrities from word of mouth or from misconstrued story. Hell, I got so many comments on my Rachel Zegler video being like, hey, I didn't know any of this. Like, I thought she was a raging bitch because I was told she was a raging bitch. I didn't know all of this. And so I want to create these videos to kind of like put a collective of their lore, and you know, you can obviously make your decisions and your thoughts from then on. But I want to lead my videos with empathy and nuance and facts sprinkled in, obviously, with my own opinions, my own life experiences. Obviously, I'm going to share if I've been a fan of these people. Hello, I was a fan of Justin Bieber, because I'm human and this is my channel and it humanizes the people that we're talking about. And if you don't want to see that, if you're not really into seeing nuance or empathy in videos, if that's not what you're searching for, my videos might not be for you, and that's completely okay. You don't have to watch them. And there is a reason why I chose to give a little bit less of my personal opinions on things. Sometimes I can't help myself. I hope if you take anything from this video is that these are real people, and the narrator behind basically this entire thing is really just the fans. And I think that's kind of a problem. Much of this feud has started in the bedrooms of people who Hailey and Selena and Justin will never meet. People are sitting on their phones or their computers, literally saying or doing whatever the fuck they want. People with a vendetta against random ass people that they will never meet a day in their life. However, real lives are impacted, and I think with that being said, nuance and empathy is a good thing. And you're not gonna change my mind on that. Also, yeah, that's fucking Trisha Paytas dressed up as Selena Gomez in the fucking blanket. Yeah, she did do that. Also, there's no no photo of Trisha Paytas dressed up as Justin Bieber, but that's her dressed up as Zac Efron, which is close enough. Like, that wig is, she probably looked up Justin Bieber wig and then that came up. Anyway, please make sure that you like this video if you liked it, because it helps me out so much. Also, leave a comment, anything that you want to add to the conversation. I would love to hear it. Also, subscribe if you want to be nasty. If not, you're disgusting. Also, make sure your bell notifications on so you know every single time I post, or else you're gross. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Bop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Raffi. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, it's at Nicki Nasty. I'm gonna go now. I just wanted to tell all of you today, I am wearing not only Rhode, but Rare Beauty today. Oh my god, the dichotomy of it all.
Guys, let's face it, okay? Everybody in the world loves sequels, right? And for good reason. I mean, they're pretty much all good. How could you not like it when Hollywood takes something that everybody already loves and repeats it? Oftentimes with both a bigger budget and bigger stars. However, and I know this may come as a shock, but not all sequels are created equal. In fact, sometimes, rarely, sequels fall short of their predecessors and feel a lot more contrived, almost as if they are only created to capitalize off the first film's success. Take, for example, today's flick, Rock and Roll High School. Forever. The 1991 sequel to the beloved original titled Rock and Roll High School from 1979. This insane movie has been described by one critic in this way. Rock and Roll High School Forever is to Rock and Roll High School what Danny DeVito's Vincent is to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Julius from the movie Twins. Meaning all the purity and strength went into the original Rock and Roll High School, whilst all the crap that was left over went into Rock and Roll High School Forever. Couldn't have said it better myself. Starring Appliance Adoration, Horse Meat, Every Other Kind of Meat, Roboclaw, Dumb and Dumber, Slime Barf, Leaf Shoulder, Malfunctioning and Ward Michael Jackson. Meaning Corey Feldman. By the way, I'm joking. I like Corey Feldman. I think Corey Feldman, while he is a wacky guy, is a talented and fun guy. She's got away with words. You guys know Corey Feldman, okay? If you're over 30, then you definitely know him from classic movies like Stand By Me, The Goonies, etc. But if you're under 30, you might think you don't know him, but you do. You just know him from something else. Ring any bells? Guys, this movie is insane. It's weird. It's hilarious. It's 80s as heck, even though it was made in 1991. It's gross, it's bad, it checks all of our boxes. And even though it fell into obscurity after its release, it is dearly beloved by a very niche group of 30-somethings. Myself included, as of late. Thank y'all. So get ready to rock and roll. And let's talk about Rock and Roll High School Forever.
Oh my god, is this the one where he dresses like Michael Jackson?
So friends, as some of you may know, we've been in the process of finishing our basement, and we recently turned this room, which was just like a big nothing room, into a spare bedroom. So today's sponsor...
This broadcast
I did not click anything.
By far the messiest video that I have ever made to date. I contemplated not making this video because a lot of Nicki fans were doxing people who are criticizing Nicki, okay? And then I thought of how pathetic that sounded out loud. Oh, I can't do a chronically online girl explains Nicki and Megan beef because Nicki fans might dox me. And then I realized how great that would actually be for an intro to this video, so the video is happening. You're welcome. I had to do it, sorry. Before I get started into this video, I want to give a big thank you to Curology for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much to Curology for sponsoring today's video. No secret, I love Curology. I have loved Curology. Curology loves me. Happy Valentine's Day. Surprise, this is my Valentine. I have been loving my skincare routine so much. Like, I'm really on top of it. Sometimes I do still pick at my skin. Like, okay, I am not perfect, but I love Curology because even though I can make some mistakes, Curology does come to the rescue and helps my skin out. Curology has helped me 6 to 12 hours required. Thank you, Curology. I waited a week to make this video because things were moving rapidly in the beginning, okay? And I knew a lot of new details could arise, right? It's been about a week since Nicki Minaj uploaded her diss track, Bigfoot, and I'm here to report nothing has really happened. So I think it's safe for me to make this video. Watch something really bad happen tomorrow. Nothing has really happened this last week. People have just embarrassed themselves. However, a lot of people are excited because they're like, oh my God, rap and diss tracks are back for 2024. And me being such a big empath, I feel sad for everyone involved. So this is upsetting. Let us jump into it. Who is Nicki Minaj? Said no one ever. Nicki Minaj is seen as the queen of rap, okay? Billboard has ranked her as one of the greatest rappers of all time. Everyone is a little bit of a Nicki fan, okay? Do I know every single word to Super Bass? Well, yes. She's the reason that people in my life call me Nicki Minaj. I can't tell you how many times I have said, damn, Nicki, look at her bobbies. And big boobs. Big boobs.
Come on, hips. Stop being numb, legs.
She's a Trinidadian-born rapper and singer, and she's really well known for her alter egos, okay? She took the whole phrase like, oh, sorry, that was my alter, to like a whole other level. Okay, here's a list. There's Chun-Li, okay? Cookie, Barbie Balla, Female Wheezy, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Boss, Nicki the Harajuku Barbie. I mean, I don't even know why you girls bother at this point. Like, there's a lot of alters, all right? For me, it's literally just Nicole and Nicki Nasty. She's a bitch. We don't talk about her. Nicki Minaj has collabed with everyone under the sun, okay? Like, we all know a Nicki Minaj song, or a few, or all of them. Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Ariana Grande, oh, Ice Spice, all right? Drake, Anita Max Win, and Megan Thee Stallion. In 2019, Hot Girl Summer featuring Nicki Minaj and Ty Dolla $ign was released. If you wonder where Megan Thee Stallion gave us Hot Girl Summer, please put respect on her name. Thank you. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory on her.
So, oh my God, this one's gonna look nicer than the other one. So much nicer. Oh, I'm excited.
Of herself freestyling on social media.
Oh.
It's just crazy how we just have such like same humble beginnings. After taking some time off of school to pursue music, she returned home and resumed her studies at Texas Southern University, and she graduated December 11th, 2021 with a Bachelor of Science in Health Administration. I think I actually graduated that same date. No, I didn't. But anyway, a lot of people looked up to Megan Thee Stallion because of that, because they're like, hot girls get their degrees. She is so hot and sexy for that. Meanwhile, she has like a booming music career. So this is very important to know. Megan had lost her dad at 15 years old and her mother just 3 years ago in 2021 from brain cancer. She also lost her grandmother that same month. She then opened the Pete and Thomas Foundation, which is a community outreach program that assists families with education, housing, and health and wellness needs. And the organization was named in honor of her mother, Holly, and father, Joseph. Megan has been very open about how this loss of her family has actually been very difficult on her. Like, no duh. That would be so extremely difficult for anyone. And even more bullshit that she had to go through, which we'll get to. But I really do personally admire how open she has been about her mental health struggles because of losing her family. On a lighter note, Megan does have one alter ego, Tina Snow. During interviews, Megan Thee Stallion has explained that she picked up the alter ego Tina Snow both to pay homage to Pimp C and also to inspire other femmes to rap with the cool, confident swag, often reserved for upper echelon rappers. Megan is absolutely killing it these last few years. She had a song with Cardi B come out in 2020. WAP, wet ass pussy, was not only so popular because the song was so good, but because it caused so much controversy. Like, thank you so much, Ben Shapiro. Like, oh my God. Ben Shapiro was so pissed about Megan and Cardi B talking about having wet ass pussies that he's like, that's not normal. That's not normal. My wife does not have that. That's not normal.
Wet ass P-word.
And being completely honest, every single time I do hear WAP, I think of Ben Shapiro, which I don't want to. And I hate how he comes up in this story more than once. So for those of you who may not know, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B have beef. They hate each other. Hate each other. Can I just say that I knew about Cardi B back when she was on Vine and said, oh, never gets cold. And also she used to come to my high school football stadium quite frequently because she had like a family member who was on the football team. And that's pretty much the closest connection that I have to anyone on this wall. So guys, I really do have the intel. I am a trusted source. I have the inside scoop. Guys, she used to come to my football stadium. I know things, all right? In August 2018, Nicki Minaj brings up her supposed feud with Cardi B on her own show, Queen Radio. She said, I didn't know Cardi and I had an issue. To me, she may have taken issue with the things I've said, but I'm not gonna bite my tongue. You gotta have thick skin. So then at the end of the month, Cardi B cryptically tweets, imagine subbing me, but you blocked me from all social media. And it seems, at least for a short period of time, that Minaj had blocked Cardi B on Twitter. So both Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were seen leaving New York Fashion Week's annual Harper Bazaar's Icons party when some attendees documented that Cardi B was yelling and throwing a shoe and being restrained while attempting to charge at Minaj. The bump that Cardi B ended up having on her head is crazy. Anyway, after the altercation, Minaj lashed out on Cardi B on her Beats Once radio show. You're angry and you're sad. This is not funny, Minaj said of her rival. Get this woman some fucking help. This woman is at the highest point of her career and she's throwing shoes. But Cardi B told W that this is not the first time that she's had issues with Minaj. For a while now. She's been taking a lot of shots at me. I spoke to her twice before and we came to an understanding, but she kept it going. Cardi B said this all came to a head after Minaj had liked and then unliked a tweet of being critical of Cardi's mothering skills. Nicki had completely denied that this happened. Cardi B said, I was gonna make millions off my Bruno Mars tour and I sacrificed that to stay with my daughter. I love my daughter. I'm a good ass fucking mom. This was before Nicki Minaj had her baby, but Cardi B said, so for somebody that does not have a child like that, comment. So many people want to say that party wasn't the time or place, but I'm not going to catch another artist in the grocery store or down the block, which is true. Keep this altercation in the back of your mind. So this is what we know so far. Megan and Nicki are cool. They had a song together, Hot Girl Summer. Nicki and Cardi B had a feud. However, Cardi B and Megan have a song out now. WAP. Could this cause some potential strain between Megan and Nicki? Oh, let me get out of the way for this. In 2020, Megan Thee Stallion is shot in the foot by Tory Lanez. I had a nice photo of him printed, and then I remembered
He
that
didn't
there
shoot
are
her.
shots of him out on
He's
the internet.
innocent, I think.
Oh my god, I'm gonna print that. Sorry, not sorry, you cannot shoot women and then have a nice photo of you placed on the chronically online girl wall. That's just not how it works. Tory Lanez had shot Megan in the flat.
If you were chronically online, you would know that, girl.
Yes, you heard it right. In December 2022, a jury found Tory Lanez, now 31, guilty of 3 felony charges.
It was Megan's female friend that was in the car with
carrying
them.
a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. The charges carried a maximum sentence of 22 years and 8 months behind bars, though prosecutors had asked for a 13-year sentence. At the sentencing hearing, Megan Thee Stallion had a personal statement where she said Tory Lanez made a mockery of her trauma and tried to damage her character following the incident. The mockery that Megan Thee Stallion went through is insane. The amount of people who are not celebrities and who were celebrities making jokes out of her literally getting shot in the foot by someone who she was romantically linked to, absolutely insane. Mentioned in so many songs. We'll get into that. And Megan has openly spoken about how black women's pain is not taken seriously and how abuse towards black women is oftentimes not taken seriously. This is where Partisan Fontaine comes in, also known as Party. The pair met while working on the Savage remix featuring Beyonce, which earned Megan 2 of her 3 Grammy Awards. February 2021, the rapper confirmed her romance with Fontaine during an Instagram live session. That's my boo. I really like him, Megan said, later adding, I never said hot girls can't have boyfriends. However, after them being together for 2 years, Megan did spark breakup rumors in May 2023 when she attended a wedding with Belgian soccer player Romelu Lukaku. Her song Cobra, which dropped in November 2023, suggested that Fontaine had cheated on her. He later had denied those claims. I'm not gonna lie, they were a cute couple while they lasted, and they seemed very happy. So to see it not work out, sad. Anyway, a few months back, Megan had dropped her song Cobra, which is absolutely insane in the best way possible, breaking down, and I had the whole world watching. But the worst part is, who really watched me? Every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop me. Long as everybody getting paid, right? Everything will be okay, right? I'm winning, so nobody tripping, but if I ever fall off, everybody go missing. I'm sitting in a dark room thinking probably why I end up always drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so blessed want to slit their wrist? Shit, I'd probably bleed out some Pinot. When they find me, I'm in Valentino, sorry. Sorry. He's pouring me shots thinking it's lit, hot, little did he know. This pussy depressed. Hey, damn, I got problems. I'm sorry, this is so good. Never thought a bitch like me would ever hit rock bottom. Man, I miss my parents. Way too anxious. Always cancel plans. Pulled up, caught him cheating. Getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. Hey, that is supposedly about Party. Not the my pussy is depressed part, but the caught him getting his dick sucked where I sleep part. So then Party, as a rebuttal, drops a song called The Person, which was meant for Megan the Person, not Megan the Stallion, in which he says, fuck awards that you won, money you got, clothes you wearing, a whole lot has happened in the last 2 years, but this is the part that you're sharing. I just wish you'd tell the whole truth. When you was going through shit, how I'd hold you. It's gonna be okay, that's what I told you. Got lipo, then you started posting gym pics. The things that you're doing is sadistic. Spent 4 hours doing glam, not a blemish, but your foundation is off, you need to fix it. Clean up your spirit and not just your image. I thought that's what you was doing with your downtime. When the snake shed its skin, it's only change on the outside. You got emotional hurdles. Man, the work you need to do is internal. Essentially, in the entire song, he's just like, that's not true. Hey, and also, like, you slept with a lot of guys, and I don't like that. And I don't have anything to back up my claims. And I am gonna slut shame you. And I'm mad that you're a hot girl. I'm mad that I'm dating a hot girl who is hot. And I'm mad that, you know, hot girls are hot. That makes me mad. I was nice to you. And you got lipo. So during an appearance on Angela Yee's lip service, Fontaine denied being physically intimate with other women while in a relationship with Megan. Is hiding text messages cheating on your partner? In that regard, I say I cheated. Inappropriate. Correct, he said. All right, keep all of this in your back pocket. All right, keep it there. Let's talk about Drake, okay? I printed 2 photos out of Drake because I didn't know which one I wanted. I didn't know if I wanted this one. I didn't know if I wanted Sassy Drake or if I wanted this one, which I did print out as a magnet for my fridge because CVS said that it was an additional $4, and I was like, oh my god, how can I say no to just like an additional $4 for this stupid ass magnet? I don't really have like a good logical excuse or explanation. I will say I don't feel that bad about it because it got charged to my business banking account. This is how I'll be referring to Drake, okay? Alright, so in the song Circle Loco, Drake raps, this bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. Seemingly a double entendre that refers cosmetic injections and Megan's alleged assault. Megan then responded herself to lyrics on Twitter writing, stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass blank. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You blank, especially rap blank, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she says one of y'all homeboys abused her. True. After this, I am so happy about the amount of articles that were written exposing Drake's misogyny. There's some really good articles. Drake is not for the girls. Drake will never be for the girls. Drake hates women. Okay, so now that we're almost done addressing every single person on the wall, it's now time to address this person, which I also was going to print a regular photo of him, but I was like, you do not get to rape someone and then go on the chronically online girl wall in a nice photo. We're printing out your mugshot. This is Kenneth Petty, who is a registered sex offender, and also Nicki Minaj's husband. Petty received a 3-year probation sentence in July 2022 after admitting guilt for failing to register as a sex offender in California in 2020. His criminal history includes a 1995 conviction for first-degree attempted of a 16-year-old girl, resulting in a 4-year prison term in New York. There's this viral video where Petty is outside a New York City hotel where Offset was reportedly staying, Offset being Cardi B's ex. Amid various menacing remarks, Petty uttered, plan that vacation, you're gonna be planning your funeral, pussy. Kenneth Petty is now serving 120 days of house detention for violating his probation terms. The violation stemmed from social media clips where he seemed to threaten the rapper Offset. Keep in mind, Nicki Minaj did have a child with this man. And this has been something that a lot of Nicki Minaj fans, non-Nicki fans have brought up, like, hey, your husband is a sex offender, which them being reminded of that seems to make them very angry, even though it is the truth. And the victim of Kenneth Petty's crime has gotten threatened by Nicki and Kenneth many times in the past, which is absolutely so disgusting and heartbreaking. So December 8th, 2023, Nicki Minaj releases her new album, Pink Friday 2. On the song FTCU, Fuck This Club Up, Nicki gets into her metaphor bag with the lyrics, stay in your Tory Lane, bitch, I'm not Iggy. A line that's got fans wondering if she's taking shots at Megan Thee Stallion. And that's where we get to like pretty much present day. Megan Thee Stallion releases Hiss. Megan's mad. Megan starts off with her little monologue in the beginning, saying, I just want to kick this shit off by saying, fuck y'all. I ain't gonna clear my name on a motherfucking thing. Every time I get mentioned, one of y'all bitch-ass blank get 24 hours of attention. I'm gonna get this shit off my chest and lay to rest. Let's go. Whole song is great. Highly recommend. A hiss is a snake's warning. I am warning all of you. He can't move on. He can't let it go. He's hooked. Nose full of that Tina Snow. And since blank need Megan help to make money, bitch, come be my hoe. That was one of the first clear shots at Partisan Fontaine. After Megan seemed to accuse Party of being unfaithful during their relationship, he unloaded on her with The Person, a scathing track where he accused Megan of being a flat-out liar. Then, Megan, of course, brings in the most beautiful line. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. The skyrocketing of Google searches as to what Megan's law is. Oh my, she really did that. Nicki and Megan have been reportedly feuding for a while, okay? Megan working with Cardi, some jabs Nicki was throwing apparently at Megan. So this is Megan's way of clapping back at Nicki Minaj and her husband by saying, you're not really mad at me, you're mad at the law. And Megan's law being a legal rule that stipulates that residents in an area have to be formally warned when a registered sex offender moves to their area. It's crazy because she didn't say either of their names, yet everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. All these little rap blank, so fraud, Xanax B, they hardest bars. These blank hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars. Who could that be about? None other than Drake. On his Her Loss cut, Circo Loco, Drake faced some serious criticism when he rapped, this bitch lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. Although there are people who are like, no, it's not about Megan, it's not about Megan. All signs point to it being about Megan. So in this bar, Megan claims Drake has the same scars as a BBL. Why? Because he has a BBL. Drake has a BBL. I love that rumor. Whether that's true or not, I love starting that rumor. Drake has a BBL. The gossip began after he posted a shirtless photo of himself in a towel on Instagram back in 2023. Megan saying he's making fun of BBLs, yet, baby, you have one too. I also do love this one. Cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents, posted in another blank hood like a bad bitch. Where are you from? Megan references someone cosplaying the role of gangster while adopting random accents and hanging out in different hoods with rappers, all of which are things Drake has been accused of in the past. Let us not forget Drake's fake accent, okay?
Why are you trying to cover it up? I just poured it out.
I am the island.
It's fresh.
Is this or is this not Chet Hanks? Quickly, I don't give a fuck who think what. You blank is typing for nothing. On the internet typing this shit to me, write him a letter or something. Download JPay since y'all blank got so much to say. Or schedule a conjugal visit or something. Tory Lane's fans are notorious for coming for Megan on social media, and so she gets to rap about them too. She's saying, don't say shit to me. Go write him a letter. Go write him a letter. Download JPay. And go give him some money. Load up his commissary. Schedule a conjugal visit. Megan said, I've had enough. She's like, I am coming for all of you. And this is where Nicki Minaj starts to absolutely lose it. She starts losing her shit. She's legitimately on live day and night. Day and night. There's this one part where she goes, fragment, fans were so worried about her. This line in Megan's song got her so upset that she legit was spiraling. Her fans genuinely started being concerned whether or not she was using something or not, if she was on substances or not, if she was genuinely okay. But Nicki criticized Megan for winning Grammys, but still needed to learn how to rap on beat and be comfortable in the music. About the Megan's Law line, Minaj said, you bring up 30-year-old T from when this man was a 15-year-old child. You're bringing up 30-year-old T because no man will ever fucking love you, and you're lying on your dead mother. Mind you, Megan's mom has passed away. I also personally just wouldn't call it T, that he's a sex offender. Like, I don't consider that T. T is Drake got a BBL. T is not, he's a registered sex offender and a rapist. You know, Megan releases Hiss on a Friday, and Bigfoot, Nicki Minaj's song, comes out on a Sunday. She's talking about it all weekend, like, it's gonna drop soon. It's gonna drop real soon. There are AI images that are being promoted all over her socials. Fans spotted that it was AI images because just some of the things do not make sense within the photos. Like, you can obviously tell when a photo is AI or not, which is just nuts because Nicki Minaj can absolutely and should be able to afford to pay artists to make artwork for her music, not be using AI nonetheless. Anyway, so she goes on to say some lines like, how you fuck your mother, man, when she die? How you go on Gayle King and can't cry? Mind you, Megan went on to Gayle King to talk about what happened with her and Tory Lanez. Tell bye, Bigfoot, but you still a small fry. Swearing on your dead mother when you lie. This little begging whore talking about Megan's Law for a free beat, you could hit Megan raw. If you're a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Shots thrown, but I still ain't let Megan score. Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off, I said, get up on your good foot. The 30-year-old tea so stale. Kylie kicked you out and made you stumble to the car. Barb's, I need a good alcohol bar. And like the last 3 minutes of the song is all like ASMR. Glass fragment, foot ass bitch. Glass fragment, foot ass bitch. If you don't apologize to your mama in 24 hours, shit's gonna get uglier than Ken Barbie, okay? Don't play. Since you think it's funny to speak about people's families, we'll all join in, we'll all play the reindeer games. What the fuck does that mean? And then Nicki was like, Megan, if you say anything else, I swear to God, I have 5 more songs. I have 5 more songs on backup. I will release them. And she's like, I will wait for the next installment to say more shit. Which is basically just code for she didn't have anything to say on this one. And so she's just hoping that Megan doesn't say anything more. Anyway, many people speculated Nicki cannot be doing well. And this isn't Nicki Minaj's first time having feuds. She's had feuds with many like up and coming women, especially
what's
rappers.
going on over there?
But Lotto, Lil Kim, Cardi B, Tyga, Iggy Azalea, Remy Ma, Zelia Banks, Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, and Meek Mill. Some people are speculating that when Nicki Minaj went onto the Beats One show, Queen Radio, to air out an anonymous celebrity who allegedly tried to pressure her into drinking while she was pregnant with her child. She also claimed that this person advised her to go to the clinic, and after the broadcast, Meg called the allegations a lie on X. A lot of people speculating that this anonymous person was Megan encouraging Nicki Minaj to abort her baby or encouraging her to drink while she was pregnant. However, Nicki Minaj's fan base is very, very, very committed and intense. On Tuesday, TMZ reported that the Texas cemetery where Megan's mother is buried had notified the police and had increased security personnel after Minaj's stans leaked the address on social media. Fans have also doxed users criticizing Minaj's response to Megan, including a TikTok account by the name of Bellatown, whose rant against Minaj went viral. This was someone who was once a very big Nicki Minaj fan. Additionally, Richard Conca, the father of Megan Conca, whose case inspired Megan's Law, he said he finds Megan's use of it in her track disrespectful and offensive and is considering looking into his legal options, he told TMZ. In 1994, the 7-year-old was lured into the house of her neighbor who murdered her. He had previously been convicted of child molestation. At the time, he wasn't legally required to identify himself in his neighborhood. According to the publication, Richard Conca disapproves of the fact that his daughter's name had been used in such a graphic manner, which he said is highly offensive. I feel like it's also very important to note that Megan's use of it in her song could also be mentioning Nicki Minaj's brother, who she has also defended, Jelani Mirage, who is facing 15 years to life in prison. Jelani has been convicted of predatory sexual assault after being charged with repeatedly raping his 11-year-old stepdaughter at their Long Island home. Essentially, this whole situation is fucked. I want to believe that Megan was using the use of Megan's Law within her song in good faith. She was not looking down upon the law or making fun of it or belittling it. And a lot of people are saying that Megan's Law is now much bigger than Megan Conca herself, because her law has been able to save so many kids and warn so many people's families and people and keep so many people safe because her law is a thing. My camera broke. I really don't want to talk about it. If I talk about it for too long, I may cry. All right, let's keep going. Oh, sorry. So while Megan has stayed quiet in the aftermath, her song streaming and success speaks volumes. A lot of people are Team Megan right now, okay? Megan has had such a rise in followers. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj has actually had a decline in followers. I think it just goes to show how fan bases, no matter how strong they really are, the use of social media using to boost Megan Thee Stallion's hiss is making her so many more fans than if social media were not a thing. People who do not even listen to Megan Thee Stallion's music or Nicki Minaj music really could be watching this video and don't care about Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion, but it is the drama that truly drives you in. Because let's face it, Nicki Minaj has done a lot of disgusting things, like recently, and people are concerned for her. Continuously bringing up Megan's dead mother within her music in order to make a point. Ridiculous. Nicki Minaj also defending Ben Shapiro. She had literally recently tweeted saying that people are going to see the facts within what Ben Shapiro is saying. Absolutely nuts. Ben Shapiro, who's very openly misogynistic, racist, Zionist, now has Nicki Minaj's stamp of approval. Will Megan be releasing a diss track to Nicki's diss track, or will she be keeping quiet? Personally, I think she should keep quiet. I think that she should just go on, mind her own business, revel in her success, because silence is a response. Basically all we know so far. If there happens to be more information, enough for me to make part 2, I'll be here. The photos are printed and will be under my bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure they leave it a like, because it helps me out so much. Also, leave a comment if you have any opinions on anything, if I had missed anything, what are your thoughts about the situation. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be nasty, if not you're disgusting. Also, make sure you have your bell notifications on so you know every single time I post, or else you are gross. If you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Depop, Spotify, it's just at Nicole Raffi. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, it's at Nicki Nasty. I also have merch and a podcast. I'm also gonna cry myself to sleep because my camera's broken. I'm gonna try to fix it. Okay, get up on your good foot, bitch. Bye!
There is like a fucking, I don't even know, cricket or something in here. And I'm really afraid that the kitten is gonna hear it and be attracted to this area over here and fuck shit up. What are you doing? What are you doing? That motherfucker is gonna be singing fucking Song of Its People all night long. Right next to my head. I'm gonna have to sleep with my earplugs in or something, I think. Because I will not be able to tolerate that. Especially if it's doing that infrequent shit. I might be able to tune it out if it was just like constant. But that every so often shit will. We'll have to see what my sleep cycle app says. Oh, what's my battery at? Okay, good. Oh my goodness, that kitten's so damn cute. Man, this stitch really is so pretty. this bag is going to be so pretty. This is just the bottom of it, and these stitches are so pretty. Where did that extra stitch come from? Heather. Forgot a stitch. Swear to God, if that thing jumps on me in the middle of the night, I'm gonna be so pissed. Suki. Suki, come here. Suki, come here. No, that's not gonna work for me. You can't chew a hole in my fucking vacuum hose. Dang it, kitten. This is all my nice stuff.